question, feel free to type down below. Oh, hi. Hey, Ivy. Hey. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. 赶上热乎的 I know. I just started. Yeah, I usually start at like 7:50. So welcome, welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. Did you guys have dinner yet? 大家吃完晚饭了吗? What did you guys have? Oh, thank you, Ivy. Thanks. Thank you. I saw her debates. It's really good. Very impressive, but not very good at that. I've never done like debates before. Oh, okay. Too poor. But then you can, I don't know, drink water. Water is really nice. Drink some water. I think you'll feel better very soon. I hope you feel better soon. Welcome, welcome. 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys might have. And again, it's Tuesday. Not really my favorite day, but it's better than Monday. Yeah. Can I chat with you for a little while? Sure. But now, like, I don't, like, usually I chat with people around like 9:30ish. I'm not sure if it'll be free later and I'll be going. Oh, okay, but I'll chat with you privately. How about that? Because I usually open the chat at around 9:30. Yeah. So yeah, for now I'm just like answering all the comments and then yeah. But thank you for being here and it's nice to see you. Welcome. 欢迎大家. If you get some question, feel free to type down below. And I don't know. I feel like I do have a lot of things I want to share with you guys because during lunchtime, a lot of people are asking me, oh, can you tell us a bit more about Canadian culture? And I kept thinking, what are some of the things that I can tell you? Then, culture involves a lot of things. I told you guys a lot about my school life and, other than that, there are other things as well. Oh, thank you for the flower, Ivy. Thank you so much. There are other things. I think Canadians are super friendly and nice. So, I don't know, even though I lived in Canada and Australia, I still love Canada the most compared to Australians. I think Canadians are nicer. I don't know why. I just it's something that I felt. Maybe because I lived in Canada for a long time, so that's why I like them better, maybe. But yeah, generally, I think the people I met in Canada are very nice. But I'm not saying all the Australians that I met are not friendly. It's just the kind of feeling, that you get. It's very different. And yeah, welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I want to answer the questions that you guys may have. But yeah, there are a lot of things I could share about Toronto or Canada in general. One thing that I did share with you guys very often is that I love the food in Toronto because there are a lot of amazing restaurants near U of T, near my school, because I used to go to U of T, St. George campus, which is located in downtown. So there are actually a lot of restaurants that you can choose, whether it's Chinese food or not Australian food, Japanese, Korean, Thai, any kind of cuisine, you'll be able to find a good restaurant there. So I think as an international student, for me, it's something that's really important because I do not cook. Even though I studied abroad for a long time, I never try to cook by myself, except for breakfast. I can do some really basic things. I would have a toast, or I have avocado banana smoothie. These are kind of my go-to breakfast choices. Sometimes cereal, that would be much simpler. But yeah, other than that, I don't enjoy cooking. So that's why I feel with all the different restaurants, it's very important to me at least. And when I get to live in downtown, it's it's amazing, And I remember first year, I actually lived on campus. But then still, I didn't really enjoy always going to the cafeteria and try the buffet there, even though our college actually has the best cafeteria, but still I still prefer to go to different kinds of restaurants, and then every Friday me and my friends, we would go foodie hunt. So we would like run around, and then we would take the subway to different parts of Toronto, and then or sometimes Uber to different restaurants, and then we'll just eat a lot of things, try different kinds of cuisine. And after, like, for example, we have a proper lunch, every time we would have a milk tea, like bubble tea, or we'll go to some dessert place to have like dessert later. So that's why I gained a lot of weight. So that's why I was telling you guys there's a term called freshman 15, right? It's because like when you become a freshman and you're totally free, and then you do gain weight because you get to choose whatever you want to eat. And then I didn't realize I gained a lot of weight. It was just like I thought I was really skinny, but when I look back at the photos, I just feel like, oh my god, what happened to my face, because I looked really chubby. But yeah, all like good memories, because when you talk about culture, food is definitely a big part of it. I just love the diversity Canada has. You can see all kinds of people, and then obviously there are all kinds of restaurants for you to like choose from as well. They're pretty inclusive, and I think they're all like pretty friendly. But I feel like Canada might be a bit different now, because there are a lot of like immigrants. So I don't really know like what's the situation now, but I do see a lot of like videos on TikTok, or people like posting a lot of like there are a lot of Indians there now, but back then there weren't that many. I mean, there were still a lot, but there weren't that many. Yeah. 从早上播到现在吗？ No, 没有。I was here like during lunchtime for sure. 我在中午的时候 I did, because I want to keep you guys company, and then yeah. That's why I was here. 你是剑桥的? Oh, I'm not from Cambridge. I'm from U of T, University of Toronto. Yeah, that was my alma mater. And then also Sydney, University of Sydney. That's my alma mater. But I am a speaking examiner for Cambridge. I do KT, PT, FCE, CAE tests for kids. And then I'm also a speaking examiner for language cert, which is a test that's really similar to IELTS as well. So yeah, other than that, I teach as well. Yeah, welcome. 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys might have. So just now I was talking about like Canada. I don't know, whenever I think about Canada, I think about Toronto. I think about like all the amazing food that I had in Toronto. And then I do have a recommendation. If you guys ever go to like Toronto, there's one of my favorite Thai food place in Toronto. I was very close to my old home. It's called Sabai. They have like the best Thai food in Toronto. So whenever I go back, I definitely visit the restaurant. I'm not sure if it's still there, because it's after COVID. I'm not sure if they survived, but it's probably one of the best. Yeah. I love their milk tea. Like Thai milk tea is very different from like Chinese milk tea. I think even though it's a bit sweet, but then I don't know, it's just something different. It tastes very different. Tastes different from like our Chinese milk tea, I think. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome. 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. Sorry, I was just talking to myself kind of. And then, yeah, if you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys might have. And thank you for the little signs and little gifts. And remember to follow me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Any question, you guys can type it out. I know there must be a lot of like new people who are here on this channel. And again, if you guys have any question, feel free to type it out. Oh, you're in Korea. 你在韩国. Are you Korean or are you Chinese? Yeah, I'm sure you speak English as well. I think it's like a very popular second language, right? I think most Asian countries do study English at school, right? So yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Again, welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys, and thank you so much for coming in and following me. I do have a lot of things that I can share with you guys, but I want to start by answering the questions that you guys might have. I'm very happy to answer the questions for sure. Welcome. 欢迎大家，也欢迎在房外的朋友. Thank you so much. And again, if you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. So again, the reason why I started by sharing like some of my experience in Canada was because during lunchtime, like someone asked me, oh, can you tell me more about like Canadian culture? I'm like, yeah. And then when I think about Canadian culture, there are a lot of things I can think about, like whether it's Canadians are super friendly and nice. And then another thing is that Toronto is an amazing city because there are a lot of different kinds of restaurants that I can choose from. That's like my biggest impression. And obviously, I love my school as well. Do you guys know University of Toronto? Where is that? Do you guys know where is University of Toronto? 这是哪个学校? Do you guys know? That's my alma mater. And I did have good time there, but however, I do have to tell you guys, it was really hard for me to graduate. It was not just hard for me, it was hard for everyone. Do you guys know where U of T is? University of Toronto? 有人知道吗？多伦多大学. Have you guys ever heard of the university before? It is really hard to graduate. And then sometimes when people ask me, 毕业是不是很简单? I always be like, no, not really. At least it was not hard. It was not easy for me. I did do a lot of work. And then I didn't really study English or any of the art majors. I actually chose science, so that's why it was like extra hard. Even though I didn't do engineering, but science was hard enough for me. 老师救救我的口语吗? I'm sure you can. Just try to practice a lot. And for example, you can follow me. And then we can practice together every day. I'll be here and chat with you guys. What's your major? Good question. 大家可以猜一下 what was my major back in university? 大家可以猜一下我本科是学什么的 Like I said, I study science. I study science. Which science? You guys can take a guess. I didn't study English. English was not my major. Yeah, some of my old friends actually know. Hello, welcome. 护理? No. Education? No, not education. Someone actually got it right. So I study biology. 我是学生物的，看起来像吗? I actually had double majors. Yeah, I had like 2 majors. I had a double major. Physics, I was in life science. So when you're in high school, right, you actually have to choose what area you want to go into. So ever since high school, I chose a lot of courses like biology, chemistry, and physics. And then I applied for the program called life science. And later on, when you get enrolled in the program, when you get into university, then they would ask you to specialize or choose your specific area that you actually want to study more. For example, I chose general biology and actually had a second major. 你们可以继续猜一下，我相信很多人知道，尤其是我们的老朋友知道 I study biology, right? But a lot of you guys actually don't know what my second major is. 我的第二个 major 是什么？大家可以猜一下吗？ I had 2 majors back in uni. Yeah. 为什么你的口语嘴巴打开这么？我感觉好多懒音啊。怎么打开说 What do you mean 打开说你是说我的元音要说的饱满一些吗 Yeah, that would really help. I didn't study education. That was not one of the other majors. You guys can still guess. Big data was one of my major for my master's program, but I'm talking about my bachelor's degree. My bachelor's degree is like 我的 undergrad, right? 是我的本科的学习 So one of the major is definitely biology, and I did enjoy it. I did enjoy learning it. I remember we learned about molecular biology, and then there were anything else? There were also like immunity, genetics, and then a little bit of psychology. I also study like sociology, and then also there's physiology. There are all kinds of things that's related to like biology. 大家是不是第二个猜不到？我跟大家说 my second major is environmental studies. Then when I come back to China, and then a lot of people are telling me, 你知道吗？生化环材4大天课 I'm like, I actually don't know. I didn't know. And I don't think so. I don't agree with that. 我不同意啊 I don't agree with that. I don't think 我们学的专业是天坑 I do think biology is an amazing major, and with like environmental studies, you become more aware of like some of the environmental issues. I think it's nice to know. Yeah, I don't really think it's like a big problem studying that. 工程环境工程 not really 环境工程 工程 is like engineering, right? 就是环境学大概是这个样子现在好了对不对 right? So like I think whenever it comes to like choosing a major, you don't just look at like what it is now. You have to like kind of think ahead, right? And obviously I do suggest all my students to pick something that they're interested in, they're passionate about, not just choose a major that they think will bring them, I don't know, money. But then find something you're passionate about and know where your talent is, and you combine those 2 things together, and that would be better for sure. 深化在国外留学吗 Yes. So I went to Canada when I was 16, and then I moved to, and then I lived there for a while. I finished my high school there, and then I finished my undergrad in Toronto as well. Later on, I moved to Australia, to Sydney, because Canada is actually really cold. That's one thing I dislike about Toronto and Canada. So I moved to Sydney. The weather is amazing, and I finished my master's program at the University of Sydney for sure. So I did study for a long time. 怎么样才能开口说英国？你是想说英语对不对？现在就可以开口啊！你会几个词，你都可以张口说。I'm not sure if you guys remember, there was this video that went viral online where this guy was like at like Times Square in America, and then he was kind of like squeezing the little toy and then say to people, oh, $2, $2. And then he's able to sell the toys. Isn't that amazing? Like, you couldn't imagine like how amazing it is, right? Like, you can say 2 words and then you can sell things, right? And then people call that business English, 对不对？这个就是典型的商务英语啊。就是所以说 as long as you're confident and then you want to express your opinions, you want to express your thoughts, you can start saying things, you know? And it's okay if we make mistakes because, you know, we're speaking a second language. Like, so what if we make mistakes? And it's normal to make mistakes. And I always encourage my students to make a lot of mistakes because otherwise how are you gonna get better, right? Through making mistakes and through feedback. So definitely get better for sure. And over time, you know, you'll be speak very fluently for sure. I just remember when I first went to Canada, I was 16 years old, right? I didn't really go to international school. I went to this like all these public school here in China, just like everybody else. So my English was definitely really poor. But one thing I had was that I had a really thick skin, okay? I was really willing to talk with people and I wasn't afraid of making mistakes. And obviously I did watch a lot of like TV shows, like reality shows that really helped me in terms of like improving my my English, whether it's like the speaking part or the writing part or the reading part. So I did really I wouldn't say I spent a lot of time learning English, but rather I'm kind of using it as a tool to communicate with people and to finish my assignments and stuff, you know, because I had to attend these classes. I had to get to know like my classmates, you know. That's why I think I always encourage my students, if you're learning for interests, then it's very important that I start from listening and speaking and be confident enough to actually express your thoughts and ideas in English for sure. And again, welcome everyone. 欢迎大家可以给老师点关注点赞。If you have any question, feel free to type down below. I'm going to read the comments now because I'm nearsighted and I don't normally wear makeup. So I have to like lean towards the screen because I'm not wearing my contact lens. Yeah. 出国之前雅思考了多少分? Oh, when I was in high school, my speaking part, I think I got like a 7.5 or 7. I don't remember specifically. 但是7分7.5的样子 in terms of my speaking part. 如果可以写得更地道，说得更地道，有没有什么建议呢? Oh yeah, definitely. With the speaking part, I think it's important that you learn some natural expressions. And then if you're really young, right, make sure you learn some slang words as well. But then again, those are not the most important thing. When you want to learn a lot of like authentic expression, it's really important that you actually put yourself in different scenarios. I'm working on the courses right now, and I try to like create you guys an environment and take you guys to restaurants, take you guys to a trip, and then we can go through the whole process together. The other day, you know, I was actually taking the audience to the airport, and then we learned all about the airport language there. And obviously, when you're in that under that scenario, when you're doing that, there are a lot of natural expressions that you need to know, and then we're going to teach that while we are there, you know, at the airport or at the restaurant. So it will be relatively easier for you guys to learn. Where are you? I'm in China right now. Usually I'm based in Shanghai, but for this week, I just came back home to my parents' place. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type down below. Again, I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. It's Tuesday and Monday felt really slow. Today is like slightly better. Yesterday, there weren't a lot of people who wanted to talk to me. 不能开口说英语. Again, I do have a suggestion for you guys. If you guys are like, oh my god, 但是你这样让我有信心，我不是立刻就有信心了, right? I'm still like pretty shy. I'm introverted. I don't really want to open my mouth and start speaking. I'm not confident enough to express my thoughts and opinions. No problem at all, guys. One thing you can definitely do, 来，所有人给我把这个词打出来. Shadowing. You can start from shadowing people. So anyone you like, you can shadow this person. 你可以跟着他去读. For example, you really like this vlogger, you know, who speaks English, and then you can definitely follow her, and then whatever she speaks, and then you can repeat after her. So that really helps. And then some people really like to repeat after the anchors. You can do that as well, whether it's BBC or CNN. Pick an accent that you like, you know, and try to imitate. I think that really works for a lot of people. That would be like step number 1. Because then sometimes I know a lot of times like people feel like I don't really have enough vocabulary. My grammar is really poor. I don't know if the sentence I say actually make a lot of sense, you know. Then you can start by shadowing. That really works, you know, guys. So yeah, you can start from that, I think. Again, if you guys have more questions, feel free to type down below. I'm just gonna go through the questions one by one. What do you want to express? Well, you speak so fast. Okay, I can slow down for a little bit for sure. Yorkdale Mall. 回国最想念 Yorkdale Eaton. Oh my god, you were in Toronto, right? That's why you know Eaton Center in Yorkdale. You know what? I actually have done like part-time at Yorkdale. So when I was at university, I actually made money. So at that time, I could make about like 10,000 RMB per month. 我在大学的时候基本都是每个月月入过万，比较正常。But in terms of RMB, okay, because I make like Canadian dollar, because I was doing part-time job. Yeah, I was a salesperson at Montclair. That was my part-time job. Yeah. Welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below, and I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. Yeah, per month. Usually, yeah, but I didn't work for like 4 years, you know. I only worked for like for a year or so. Yeah, and yeah. But then, you know, it was really hard for me at the time because you also kind of have to balance your work, your study, and then your social life. It is extremely hard to keep that balance. And honestly, it's impossible to balance. You just have to prioritize one thing, and then yeah. What did you study? Oh, I studied biology and environmental studies for my bachelor's degree. I guess you weren't here, Albert. Like what you're trying to hold in. Have you stayed abroad? Yes, I studied abroad before. I was in Canada for a long time. Looking in your eyes. 学得简单. Yeah, I'm in Nanjing right now because I'm at my parents' place. 可以跟胡彦祖吗？我的咖位不够哈，我的咖位不够。我也想跟阿祖认识一下，有人认识阿祖吗？可以帮我 link 一下哈。Yeah. Sorry, I was absent. Oh, no problem at all. I was just telling people how I used to major in biology and environmental studies because a lot of people thought I studied English. I didn't really study English. English was kind of like a tool that I used. You know, it was really painful for me to study biology and those different science subjects because like I have to do labs basically every other week. So that's like once 2 weeks, okay? May every 2 weeks I'll have like one lab basically. So every other week I have a lab. But then that's for my biology class, right? I also took like chemistry. So basically every single month I had to like, every single week I had to do labs. But labs are really painful because then you have to do pre-labs. During the lab you need to be really careful and write down all the data and stuff. And then after the lab you also have to analyze the data that you get. Sometimes you get really absurd numbers, you know, and then you have to analyze what went wrong and why was the number absurd. You just have to like do a lot of analysis, but sometimes it just like doesn't make sense, you know, like maybe it was a step that I messed up, so it was really painful for me to write like the lab reports. So yeah, those times were like terrible. That's why later on for my master's program I changed to a different subject, you know. That was why. But I used to really love biology, especially like when I was in high school, you know. I even did like dissection back in high school. I dissected like rat and like frogs before. That was kind of part of the course, obviously, for my biology classes. Yeah. 没有口音不纯正 What subject you studied? Oh, again, I studied biology and environmental studies. So I like for environmental studies, we studied obviously things related to climate change and a lot of times policies as well, because policy has a huge impact on some of the environmental issues. So that's why we studied that as well. And then in terms of biology, like what I said, cellular, like molecular biology, study cells, and then obviously physiology, and then some neuroscience stuff. You know, I was really into neuroscience. That was probably the best or my favorite course at the time, for sure. Yeah, it is English. Either 你认识吴彦祖，但他不认识你。That's cool. Well, you continue PhD. No, I'm not going to do PhD because I feel like I'm not the kind of person who... Yeah, not interested. Actually, no, just not interested. Again, 怎么收费? If you're interested in the courses, just subscribe and then you can DM me, directly message me, or you can join the group. It will be able to find my contact information there. Or if you look very closely on my homepage, you'll be able to find me as well. Yeah. 现在时, 现在完成时, 现在进行时. Okay, tense is actually quite important actually. It's just that you don't, oftentimes I think we just like use present tense, past tense, or past perfect tense, and I think that's it. Pure American accent. Thank you. But I used to live in Canada. I guess it's very similar to American accent because Canada is very close to America. Yeah, I definitely can't do like British accent, like Cockney accent. Oh, I can't really do that. That's all I can do. I know it's pretty terrible. I can't do Indian accent either. I just know that they like to pronounce T as Z. Don't tell me what to do. That's what they do, right? Yeah. Anyway. Again, welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I'm gonna drink some water now. And remember to follow me. Thank you so much. Will you finish PhD? No, I'm not gonna do PhD. It's not something for me. I'm not interested. I feel like it's a bit boring, yeah. But I do have a lot of friends who has completed her or their PhD degree, but I'm not interested. I have a friend who's currently applying to become a PhD. Who are we are okay. You guys are not idiots, okay? My friends, a lot of my friends, yeah. 我有很多朋友都是 PhD, but yeah, because we used to study biology, right? In order to actually know biology, you at least have to, get to like the PhD level, I guess. But I didn't continue to like pursue my further study in that discipline, so I learned something else. For my master's program, I actually chose commerce, so I studied like marketing stuff and then big data and business, so I actually learned how to code. 看不出来吧？老师还会写代码呢哈，但代码写得很差。这么说吧，一行代码一行 bug， 就是 I was really interested in like in coding, but then obviously I wasn't really good at it. See, I was definitely not talented, so I I didn't drop the course. So I did had some group projects with my friends, and then they mostly worked on the code stuff. I basically I was in charge of the report part, so we did have a nice collaboration together. But yeah, I wasn't really good at it. I even studied machine learning. Sounds fancy, right? Machine learning. It sounds like I'm super smart, but I'm not. I am not smart at all. It was really hard for me. But in terms of like the marketing stuff, it's fine. Yeah. And you guys know what? Because I switched from biology to like big data and business, it's so different, right? And I just remember for my master's program, I had to study this course that's like related to statistics. If you guys went to University of Sydney, you might know this course. It's called QBUS. And then it's like the basic level of statistics. However, because I've never studied statistics before, I struggled so hard. And then I failed my first midterm. You guys know what that meant? If you fail this course, it means that if you have to like retake the course, it will take you about like 30K, 3万块 per course. I think probably more than that now. So it's pretty expensive. So I freaked out, and then I tried to study statistics every single morning. 每天我真的早上眼睛一睁开始学 QBUS， 就开始学我的 statistics 课。大家可以猜一下最终的结果是什么？ What did I get on my final exam? 大家可以猜一下 What did I get on my final exam? 这是一个逆袭的故事。Can you guys take a guess? 大家猜一下。Sounds frying rice. How many years you lived in foreign country? Around 10 years. Yeah. Well, I didn't study English. 大家猜一下，我的 final exam 考了多少分？满分100分的话 ，What was my score? Can you guys take a guess? 大家可以猜一下 What was my score? I failed my first midterm. So like the midterm, I got 40 something. My final exam, I almost got 100. Yeah, 真的，我真的差点得了100分 because like the average that I got for the course, I think was around like 85ish, I think. 因为每一个 midterm 跟 final exam 他们有不同的那个weight, and then I think I got like a distinction, I think. Yeah, I did really well for my final exam. So I just want to tell you guys, hard work does work. You do have to work really hard. If you're not really good at something, then and you still want to do it, you do have to put in a lot of hard work. Same with learning English. If you feel like you're interested in learning English, then you should put in a lot of hard work. Otherwise, you can't complain that I'm not making a lot of progress. How come I can't speak fluently? You can't really do that, right? But if you do put in a lot of hard work, your English will definitely improve like drastically for sure. Yeah. 那个我中学读英语的时候好像是30分，我跟你打分算了吧？什么意思？ What do you mean? I don't really understand your question. Can you like elaborate? 实力震惊的没有啦，是因为就是 I didn't really want to pay for another like 30K on the course, so that's why I studied really hard. 没有发现吗？我是不想再付这个钱。所以 we all have the potential, we all have the potential. Everybody is like super capable. You just have to like Yeah, you just have to discover that. Yeah, and again, I think another thing I really realized is that you really need to find something that you're really good at and you're passionate about. Don't do things that you really hate or you're actually absolutely not good at it. Then it's painful, right? 我是因为必须要考这个试，所以 and then I chose that major. That's why I had to do it. But otherwise, I probably wouldn't, because I forgot a lot of things I learned in statistics already. It just I want to tell you guys, everyone is capable. I'm not smart. Like I'm not even smart. But if you put in a lot of hard work, it works. Yeah, it works. Time is money. Yeah. Welcome. Thank you so much. 欢迎大家可以老师点关注点赞赞。If you have more questions, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys might have. And it's so nice to see you guys on Tuesday night. I think I did had like milk tea in autumn. Yeah, for sure I did. It was really sweet. Yeah, I like it. To learn. What's my way of learning the language? Like I said, because I actually had the environment, so I went to Canada when I was 16, and I didn't really study English that much, but instead I watch a lot of TV shows. I usually watch like Friends, like other kind of sitcom like Modern Family, and then I was also a big fan of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, even though I wasn't really interested in all the different kinds of drama. I just thought it was really interesting, you know. It's a different kinds of life. They have such a big family, and like so much is going on every day in her family. It's just so absurd, like something you can't really imagine, right? But then yeah, I did pick up some Valley Girl accent from them, and then also like some daily conversational stuff. And again, at school, I also had to communicate with my teacher and my classmates. We had to do assignments, write reports, write essays and stuff like that. I guess that really helped. But when I was in China, I was like, just like everyone else. I basically just followed the textbook, whatever my teacher taught me, you know, I learned from them. But I guess those weren't really that helpful. But when I went to Canada, I think everything has changed, because I had to like force myself to speak English, right? To use the language basically. So that's why ever since then, I kind of treat it as like a tool, and it is a tool, right? Without that, I can't communicate with anyone, or I can't finish my homework and stuff, you know. So I guess I learned through that. But I guess I always try to encourage people to learn it in a more natural way, instead of like just go on some apps and telling yourself that, oh, I have to study English for 1 hour every day. You don't really tell yourself that, but rather you find something that you're really interested in, and then you start watching whatever TV show that you like to watch, and then read what kind of, like the books that you want to read. Then that's really helpful. And again, one thing I want to tell everyone is that you should always start from listening and speaking. 因为听口, listening and speaking, those are instincts. And later on, obviously, you can put more time in like reading and writing. So with a lot of input, you will be able to do great output, whether it's your writing part or your speaking part. And I think writing and speaking, they are kind of similar. They're both output, right? And I feel like both reading and writing are ways for you to communicate with people. It's just that with speaking, with the speaking part, you directly communicate with the person. However, with the writing part, you communicate with the reader through your words, through your text, right? So it's still a form of communication. So in that sense, I guess they're really similar. But yeah, I guess just like immerse yourself in the language, find something you're interested in, watch a lot of things, listen to a lot of things, and read a lot of things. And then with enough input, you will be able to say things and write things for sure. Yeah. 哦，你是我的学长还是学姐呢 ？OTS. Which university did you go to? 你是我哪一个学长或者学姐? Did you go to U of T or did you go to University of Sydney? Yeah, welcome OTS. Welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. I'm more than happy. Oh, UT St. George. Oh, you went to UT Scarborough. That's really, really nice. Yay, U of T. I should wear like my U of T t-shirt. I love my U of T t-shirt. Welcome everyone. If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. Again, I was just talking about some random stuff. I speak too fast. 印度人的 accent, honestly, you can't. 我觉得很难适应. Maybe you just like listen to them a lot, but you don't have to. 不需要 unless you have to like work with them, you know, very closely. Yeah, I hope that answers your question, Mama. Mommy home. I think that's the ID. Welcome. 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to chat down below. OTS, are you in China right now? Or are you still at school? I graduated already. Yeah. Maybe I'm your 学姐, you know. welcome, 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. I'm more than happy to like chat with you guys. So I opened up the chat at around 9:30, but right now I'm just like answering questions from the comments. And so if you guys have any questions, just type down below. And I'm so happy that I get to see you guys tonight. Usually like Tuesday night isn't this fast. I see a lot of people are coming into the room. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. And welcome. 大家可以给老师点关注，点点赞赞哦。If you can give me like this fan sign, that would be even better. 粉丝灯牌 thank you so much. How do you speak English fluently? Are you satisfied with the society? With what society? 05届的哦 okay, then then yeah 学长 or 学姐 thank you, welcome 欢迎你 It's so nice to see an alumni. 大家知道 alumni 是什么意思吗？ It's so nice to see alumni. 非常，我觉得去一个你很喜欢的学校 and then you get to like meet with other like alumni, 不同的这个alumni 叫什么？你的校友，你会觉得很开心。Because you guys kind of had like shared experience, you know. You were all you both lived in Toronto before, and you know, it's nice. Yeah, alumni. How to get IELTS 7, band 7? It's actually not that hard. In terms of speaking, I can give you some advice for sure. So in terms of the speaking part, it's really important that you understand that if you want to get band 7, part 3 is the most important thing. It's the most important part. You need to you know, be able to think quickly and then think critically. That's also very important. Critical thinking. If you can show your critical thinking, you're very fluent, use your logic and try to explain things very clearly, then you will be able to do good on your test for sure. Yeah, but that's for part 3. And then for all the parts, part 1, part 2, I think it's also very important that you are able to do small talks, you know, and then don't treat the examiner as an examiner, but rather see them as friends. So you can actually have a very casual kind of conversation with them and know what kind of answer you should say, and then be fluent and try not to make a lot of grammar mistakes. But yeah, try to be fluent. And I think that's all the tips, and you will be able to get 7. And obviously another thing is really important. We do have question banks. So if you practice a lot, you will get better for sure. I do have a lot of students who get from like 5 to 7 within a month. It's not me who's like the magician, you know. I'm not a magician, but then, and I don't have the superpower to give them, you know, that kind of a band score. I can't affect what score they get on their test. However, I did help them with the part 3 a lot, and then obviously I taught them how to communicate with the examiner. So I guess that's really important. It's all about communication, being able to like communicate with the examiner very clearly and fluently, and you'll be able to get a band 7. And obviously in terms of the writing part, it's a bit more it's quite difficult for sure. You need to like practice writing a lot. With the speaking part, obviously speak as much as you can. And in terms of the reading and listening part, it would be relatively easier. You do have to learn a lot of the strategies, and teachers will tell you, and it's not that hard. Because it's a test, a lot of native speakers are like, oh, maybe if I take the test, I can get a full mark. It's not true. I remember last time when some guy came to my channel and then he was talking to me, he told me that he got like a band 6 on his first test, his first IELTS test, but he was a native speaker, so he was pretty mad. But I kind of understand why, you know, because it's just like we're Chinese, but you're able to get like a full mark on HSK test? Probably not. So yeah, if it's a test, you definitely have to prepare for it for sure. Yeah. Thank you. 谢谢. Thank you so much. If you like me, please follow me, and it's always nice to see you guys. And yeah, and if you guys like the channel, you can also share with your friends. I can answer all the questions that you guys ask. Obviously, 我会尝试哈. I try my best to answer the question. How to pass the CET 6? I don't know, honestly, sorry, because I've never taken like CET 4 or CET 6 or even like 考研 before, never. But I know 考研 better because the reading part from 考研 English is very similar to like IELTS. But then obviously IELTS is a lot harder. If you can pass IELTS test, then obviously that's a piece of cake for you. Yeah. Welcome. 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to ask feel free to ask down below. I'll read the comments for sure. Yeah. how to speak English fluently. Practice a lot. Practice. Because practice makes perfect. Okay. You see, I get tongue-tied sometimes as well if I speak like too fast. 如果我讲得有点快的话，有点着急的话，I get tongue-tied as well. It's normal. It's normal. And again, speed it's not equal to fluency. But then again, you can't speak too slowly either. That's kind of important. Just speak at the normal speed. For me personally, when I speak Chinese, I speak pretty fast as well. 我讲中文也是有点快的，所以就是 when I speak English, it's like the same. So yeah, it's just like the way I speak. I'm not trying to flex or anything. It's just like the way I speak is relatively fast. But then yeah, you just maintain like your speed. That would be fine. Yeah, and try not to say like a lot. You know. If you wanna hesitate, if you wanna like pause for a second, then you can use some filler words. What are some of the filler words that you guys know? Maybe for example, well, you know, I mean, like 这些大家都可以用。如果你想要停顿一下， don't always say you know like then you know it's not that fluency. You know, I say if you know like unconsciously. 有的时候我说 you know 我都没有 realize I was actually saying that. But yeah. Welcome you guys. If you guys have a question, feel free to type your question down below. Sorry, I have to like lean towards the screen because I'm not wearing my contact lens. I can't really see the comments very clearly. 我有点看不清. Yeah, I'm nearsighted. So yeah, welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer the questions that you guys might have. And again, I'm gonna drink some water. I just had dinner. What about you guys? Do you guys have dinner yet? Because I don't really have to go to work. I'll go to an office. So I have a relatively flexible schedule and I didn't really have to commute. So I feel blessed and yeah, I'm really lucky. So I usually have my dinner on time. 我都是比较按时吃晚餐的 yeah. 发音好好姐姐 Oh, you can get here very, very soon. 我跟大家讲很多人说我的英语很好，我跟大家讲，我只是比average 普通稍微好一点点而已，所以 you guys can get here very, very soon. 其实也没有那么难的 With a lot of practice, you'll definitely get here. And it was not just my advice, you know, it's a lot of native speakers' advice as well. So you try to immerse yourself in the environment and try to speak as much as you can. And you can actually create this environment here in China as well. You don't just, you know, actually go abroad and don't. A lot of people feel like, oh, if you go abroad, you will learn the language like automatically. It's not true. It's actually not true. I remember when I first got to Canada, you know, I was so naive. I thought all Asian faces speak Chinese or Mandarin. Then I started to converse with them in Mandarin. It was really silly, you know. And then I didn't really learn automatically. I still had to watch a lot of shows, and then I did struggle at first when I wanted to communicate with my classmates. I remember we had a very interesting lesson called Travel and Tourism, where the theme is kind of talking about like your traveling experience and stuff like that. Thank you. 谢谢这个粉丝灯牌. But then I wasn't able to talk a lot, you know, because first of all, I didn't travel that much, you know. Back in China, we always my parents were really busy and we didn't travel a lot. So I didn't have a lot of things to share with them at first. And also, those terms are really hard. I couldn't describe my travel experience. So that was why I at the time I felt extremely painful. Every time I go to the class, my hand would literally shake like this. I didn't want to go to classes. Yeah. 我就是有那种特别强烈的反抗想去课堂的那种感觉 I struggled at first, but obviously I did study a lot later, but then it was not like just studying English, but rather using English as a tool. So I studied all kinds of like subjects, right? And I also had to talk with my teachers and my classmates. And then I watch a lot of things. I read a lot of things. That I guess that really helps. And obviously with a lot of practice, you'll get better for sure. 你的口头禅 yeah, you know, 是的。而且我跟你讲，就是我是 unconscious， 我都不知道我说了 you know. But then if I like record the whole thing, then I realize I say a lot of you know. 初学者先学音标还是这背单词 Of course. For all the beginners out there, it's really important that you guys realize listening and speaking first, okay? 先打通你的听口，然后再是阅写 ，OK？ 不要一上来就背单词。如果你想要背单词，一定要在情境当中沉浸式的去背诵，这样会比较好一些 ，OK？ 主播，你这个雅思口语，雅思口语在上海考了8.5分。So 8.5 and 9, they're like a native speaker level, basically. Yeah, stuff like that. 是的，也是我会 unconscious 的会说的一些东西 ，Yeah. 感谢什么我什么时候好，这是什么意思 ？What a day! How amazing! 你是想问这个吗 ？Welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. 我来向你取经了，隔壁直播后有感。Oh, okay. Oh, it's my friend. Hi, 思康 It's my friend. 隔壁直播后有感什么意思？你今天做什么了 ？What did you do today? 这是我的朋友，思康是我的朋友。Welcome. 欢迎大家。And again, you know what?She's not the only friend here. 她不是我这里唯一的朋友。All the people who follow me before I hit like 10,000 followers, all of you guys are my best friends. 所以我的 best friends, besties, if you guys have any question, just ask me. I'll try my best to answer them, okay? 我会尽力去回答大家，一定是 because you guys are my friends. 真的，如果老师出课了，我跟大家讲，我的前10000个 follower, you guys will definitely get discount for sure. For sure, because I know it's a magical kind of experience. You know, I'm not a big influencer, but you guys are able to see my channel and then you join us, and it's amazing. So that's why I feel like, yeah, it's truly magical for me. And again, I see all you who have followed me before I hit like 10,000 as my best friends for sure. And thank you so much for following me. Again, welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. 记得给老师点点关注，点点赞赞哦。I will be super grateful, and we will be great friends. 我们一定是最好的朋友。Thank you. 说得好流畅。You will get here very very soon. 我的 level 只比一般好一点点而已，一点点。还有必要学英语吗 ？Of course. 我看一下你的问题哈。大专学历上面150分，当然小学生。Oh yeah. 不要学翻译啊，宝宝，不用学翻译。Okay, I'm gonna stop you right here. 不要学翻译。但是in terms of improving your spoken English， 这个事情很重要。如果你要做国际贸易的 international trade, so important. Honestly， 你看写的东西你可以用 AI， 对不对？读的东西你也可以用 AI 来帮助你。However, when you have to communicate with a client, communicate with a customer, you definitely have to speak, and you know that helps you build a closer relationship with the person. 所以听口一定要打通哦，这位宝宝有必要，一定有必要的。What a fluent English speaking is. Thank you so much. Thank you. 词汇量怎么提升 Again, for me personally, I try not to memorize the words from like a vocabulary book, but rather I just like to immerse myself in different kind of topics and then different kind of scenarios. And for me right now, I really enjoy watching some videos that's related to finance. And I've been following this guy. He was like a founder of this platform called School of Hard Knocks. And basically the guy was just like going around and asking millionaires and billionaires how they made it, you know, how they become super rich. And then these kind of things, these kind of like videos are the ones that I really enjoy watching. So basically anything you're interested in, watch a lot of that and then try to learn from that. If you really like the person, you like their accent, then you can mimic them, you can imitate them, and then that would be really good for beginners actually. And speak a lot, give yourself a lot of input, whether it's through watching different kinds of things or listening to podcasts or read novels or even read textbooks. I was recommending this to people. I really like this textbook. 我很喜欢这个 textbook. 不是我出的哈，这是国家地理出的。It's called Reading Explorer. It's probably one of the best textbooks out there for you to study reading part. Yeah, 精读我觉得是特别好的书。If you guys are interested, you guys can take a screenshot. I think this is really good. 我特别推荐。I don't sell books, but it's something that I recommend to people. 这是 textbook. Yeah. So in terms of improving your vocabulary, this can help. Okay. 读书、阅读和那个听东西或者看东西会 really help. 加拿大。美国、欧洲哪个地方旅游好拿签证 For me, obviously I studied in Canada, so it was really easy for me to get like a student visa. And then America, because I live in Canada, so it's really easy for me to get American visa as well. And I actually got visa to Europe last year. It wasn't that hard either. It's just that you had to prepare a lot of documents for sure, but it's not that hard. 好像在国内拿 American visa 有一点点难 but in Canada it was pretty easy. 真的简单，真的没那么难。就是 basically just like simple stuff and then yeah, it helps. Welcome. Another trillionaire. Whoa, a trillionaire, that's a lot. 刚开始学可以听口吗 Of course, yeah. 老师正在出课 I'm developing my courses right now. A lot of people asking me, hey, Gloria, what do you do? So I'm a course developer, I'm a teacher, I'm also a speaking examiner. I'm currently developing a course for beginner adults, okay? So if you're interested in the course, just like follow me and then, yeah, once it's up, I'm going to tell you guys 很便宜3位数 but I'm working on it. I've been like working on my PowerPoint slides. I've been like recording like crazy every single day. I'm like super busy. But yeah, welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. Beginner 才要从听口开始呢，各位同学，真的 listen a lot。当然啦，我们说的 listen 不是一开始让你听新闻哈，从最基本的打通你的耳朵开始，比如说你的 口腔操可以做一做啊，48个音标不会读啊 ，and obviously like 比如说一个句子它是怎么连读啊、爆破啊等等这些规则你要先学会 ，and then 有各种各样的资源你去做 a lot of input，and then you'll get better，and then again 我们会帮你沉浸式的在一些情境当中学会各种自然的学会各种 natural expression words, phrases, and sentence structures，and you will know exactly what to say under that scenario. And then yeah, I prepared a lot of scenarios for you guys, at least 40 of them, okay? 最起码有40个情境，所以我每一天录课我真的是录到崩溃啊。There are a lot of things I need to record for sure. Yeah, that means your listening is really good. 为什么英语都是倒装句？是吗？我没有感觉英语都是倒装句。Welcome， 欢迎大家。If you guys have any question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer the questions that you guys have. 后来听了一下，原来听懂的是普通话。You're so funny, oh my god. You're funny, 哈哈哈。Welcome， 欢迎大家。If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. Remember to follow me. And then if you like our channel, just share that with your friend. I am here every single night. I want to chat with you guys, and it's always my pleasure to chat with you guys. And I feel so happy to see you guys every night. And again, feel free to ask me any question. If I can answer them, I'll definitely try my best to address all the problems that you guys have for sure. 有编程的远程工作场景吗？ In terms of coding, but I do have work-related scenarios for sure. I do, and even like how to do a proper self-introduction and stuff like that. 我都有，全部都有。I thought about a lot of things, and even like travel things related to traveling. Yesterday I was teaching people a long time no see. How have you been? Let's grab coffee together. These kind of like expressions. I was teaching people yesterday. Yeah, I did. It's really fun. It's like a fun way of learning. 外贸英语 a little bit, not a lot. But if you do have that kind of request, I can help you with that for sure. Yeah. Sentence of ma and kid. What do you mean of ma and kid? Welcome. 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below and remember to follow me. Okay, I'm here every day. If you want to see me, if you want to talk to me, you can definitely follow me. Yeah, I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. I'm super talkative. I'm actually extroverted. 大家能感受到吗? I'm super extroverted. Not super extroverted. I'm pretty extroverted. 我是一个比较外向的人, so I'm pretty talkative. I really enjoy talking to people. I genuinely enjoy talking to people. Yeah, and every time I feel like when I share things with you guys, I learn something new as well. And because I usually open the chat at around 9:30 and I chat with all kinds of people, I learn from you guys as well. So that's what I'm doing right now. So what I'm doing right now is not just being a teacher. I'm also a course developer. Again, I'm a speaking examiner as well. And at the same time, I try to grow this channel because I want more people to actually join us and to actually improve their English. And not just improve their English, but rather it's like a community that allows people to exchange knowledge through English. It's just you learn English automatically, basically. Obviously, you need to have some basics. That's why I'm developing courses that helps beginners for sure. And if you guys have any question related to courses, just follow me, and then you'll be able to join the group chat, and then you'll be able to find my contact information. My assistant will be there. Yeah. 怀念大表哥的连线。大表哥是谁? I don't really know who that person is. Tonight, girl, you look so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, 谢谢。素颜被大家夸的时候 I feel super happy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Maybe I should thank 抖音 's filter. 抖音的 filter 很好，谢谢抖音。Thank you， 谢谢抖音。Yeah, I did. 刚刚这句真的透露非常我都不知道是哪一句我说 Yeah, I did. Me. Okay, welcome. 欢迎大家. Yeah, I'm pretty extroverted. I'm pretty confident as well. It's fine. I feel like, yeah, if you want to judge me, it's fine. 嗓音很低的大表哥. I think I might know who you're talking about. Did this person connect with me? Real beautiful, thank you so much. 谢谢你 Thank you. I remember you. You're my old friend. 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to talk to you guys and chat with you guys. In Nanjing. Yeah, I'm in Nanjing right now. I'm at my parents' place, but I usually based in Shanghai. Yeah, but I'm still in Nanjing at the moment. Again, it's so nice to see you guys. I cannot express my happiness right now. You look pretty confident. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I am pretty confident. Why not, right? I'm speaking a second language. If I make mistakes, it's fine. I'm going to, improve, and it's only through mistakes that we're gonna improve, right? 即使 even for native speakers, they make a lot of mistakes as well. So yeah. Again, if you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys might have. And yeah, I'm gonna drink some water. You guys can type your question down below. And I don't know, where are you guys right now? I'm in Nanjing right now. What about you guys? Where are you guys? I'm kind of curious where my audience are at. 我的听众们都在哪里呢? Can you guys type it out? Oh, you're in the States. Hey, welcome, welcome. What time is it now in the US? Which part of the US? Wait, hold on. 我在荷兰想学英语，能给我一些建议吗? Yeah, I do. Are you a beginner? What's your level? 老师，你能讲听懂70%? Okay, yeah, then you should start with like shadowing and then try to speak a lot, and that really helps. 盐城. Oh, Yanchen is very close to Nanjing, actually. India. You're in India. Oh, you're in India. Are you serious? Are you in India right now? Oh my goodness. You're in India. Are you serious? I'm kind of curious. 差12个小时. Oh, okay. I'm in Changchun. Oh, you're in Dongbei, Changchun. I've never been to Changchun, but I went to Harbin last year. Yeah, it's a pretty cold city. But I like it. I also went to Changbaishan to ski. 我会滑雪. Yeah. Chongqing. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. I really like Chongqing, even though I've never been there because, but I really love eating like Chongqing hot pot because it tastes really good. You're in Xinjiang. Oh, that's really good. I've never been to Xinjiang, but I do have a lot of friends who went there and they took like amazing like photos. It's beautiful. It's like Switzerland kind of. 不会英语. 卡壳. Okay, try to practice a lot. Pretty hot this summer in Northeast. Oh yeah, summer is always really hot. I guess it also has the effect of like climate change. You know, climate change is also one of the reasons why we see a lot of extreme weather conditions. It's not just like the weather is getting hotter, so that's why we don't just say like global warming, but it's actually like climate change, right? Extreme weather conditions are oftentimes affected because of that. What about Canton? Well, what's Canton? How about Canton? Do you mean Cantonese? I don't speak Cantonese. 我識聽唔識講少少一點點. And it's something that really surprised me. I didn't really know this. When people ask me what language do you speak, right? When I first went to Canada, I always be like, oh, I speak Chinese. And then I realized like people are asking me whether you speak Mandarin or Cantonese. A lot of people actually, they don't speak Mandarin, but they speak Cantonese. Because a lot of like people who came from Hong Kong, right? In Hong Kong, people speak Cantonese, so that's why. Yeah. 犀利厉害我也会讲 yeah 犀利啊 Guangzhou. Oh, you're in Guangzhou. That's really good. Yep. Yeah, I learned some like good words because I have friends who's from Hong Kong and also from Guangzhou, and then they asked me to compliment her, and she taught me all these like words like 家姐你好靚啊你好大方得體 you know, all these kind of like good stuff 都學這種的冇問題 okay, welcome 歡迎大家. It's so nice to see that you guys are from different parts of the country and sometimes even different parts of the world. That's really nice. You know, that's the magic of the internet. It brings us together, you know. That's really good. I like that. Climate change. Yeah, climate change is a big problem. South Lake and Jiaxing. Oh, Jiaxing, you're in Jiaxing? It's very close to Shanghai. I was in Jiaxing like last month. Yeah, I went there. I went traveling there. My Cantonese is way better than your Mandarin. Yeah, I only speak a little bit Cantonese because I had friends who were from Hong Kong. That's why. I feel like people who speak Cantonese, they speak super fast. It's really hard for me to understand them. I remember it was about like 2 or 3 years ago I went to Macau. You know how the driver, he was only able to speak Cantonese? I could understand a little bit, right? And he kind of struggled with like his Mandarin, so that's why I was telling him, 你講廣東話啦，我識聽唔識講，但係你講我聽得明少少啊. And then he started to speak super fast. He thought I understand like everything he said. I was like, you might have to slow down for a little bit. I didn't really understand you, you know? Yeah. But yeah. 完全听得懂你英语，但别人跟我回答我不太行，怎么练? So your listening is pretty good then. I guess you just have to, again, practice a lot, listen to a lot of things, try to say as many things as you can. Your main job is an English teacher. Oh, so again, welcome everyone. 欢迎新直播的朋友. My name is Gloria. Welcome you guys, and all the people who have followed me. You guys are my best friends because before I hit 10,000 followers, all of you guys who have followed me before I hit 10,000 followers, you guys are my friends, okay? 你们是我的好朋友. And I'm gonna introduce myself to 我的好朋友们. My name is Gloria. So what do I do? So I am a teacher for sure. I teach KT, PT, FCE, and CAE. And at the same time, I'm an IELTS teacher as well. I mainly teach the speaking part. And then I also teach beginner adults. Okay, so if you're a beginner, I can also teach you. Other than that, I'm a course developer. So for this month, my goal is actually to develop courses for adult beginners. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. So I've been recording lessons. And other than that, I'm also speaking examiner at Cambridge as well for Cambridge tests. So I test kids KT, PT, and FCE. At the same time, I'm also a speaking examiner for language search, which is another international test that's very similar to IELTS as well. So yeah, that's me basically. And right now what I'm doing is that I try to grow my channel on Douyin because I want more people to join our community. When our community becomes bigger, when a community grows, right, we can actually have more people, exchange language, in the community. You're able to find a language partner very easily. And then also we can use English as a tool to communicate with all kinds of people, can share like our knowledge, share experience, and because as you can see just now I was asking you guys to type out where you guys are at. You guys can definitely share a lot of things related to your hometown, right? And that's something maybe a lot of people don't know, and then it's through that kind of exchange. But then obviously we use English, so your English improves over time as well. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. So that's why I encourage you guys to actually follow me, and then I try to create an English environment for you guys on this channel. So that's why I speak mostly English, but I also speak a little bit Chinese. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hopefully you know me better now. And then again, in terms of my educational background, I went to Canada when I was 16, and then I studied there for a long time. I finished my high school, and I think my high school is probably top 3 in Ontario, in the province of Ontario, in Canada. It's an amazing public school. And then later on, I entered University of Toronto, and then I studied there. I enrolled in the program called Life Science. I studied biology and environmental studies. And after I graduated from U of T, I actually went to Sydney, and then I studied a totally different subject. I majored in commerce. So what I studied was mostly business related. So I gained a business sense, I learned how to do personal branding, I learned how to do branding, and then, all the marketing stuff. And obviously I told you guys I learned how to code. Yeah, that's me, yay. And I've been teaching for a long time already. I used to teach really big lessons. 我以前教的都是非常大的课. Usually there would be like 1,000 or maybe like 2,000 people in the room. 在我们的一个教室里面可能会有1000多个人这样子线上的课. I mostly do online courses. I rarely do offline courses. Yeah. So I used to work at 元谋岛. A lot of people must know this institution. But yeah, I used to work there. And yeah, that's why I'm really experienced in teaching for sure. Biology, yeah, it's pretty hard. Which university in Canada? University of Toronto. University of Toronto. 赞句哦 Thank you 志浩，大家可以给老师点点赞吗？我只有3000个赞吗？ Thank you so much guys 只有3000个赞吗？我想要学一下麦玲，我配拥有10000个赞吗？多伦多职业技术学院 Ted 你是我的朋友 Ted 吗？ I actually know a friend who's Ted 你是我的朋友 Ted 吗？ Do you know me Ted? Because 我真的有一个朋友叫 Ted. We also went to the same master's program. Oh, you're not my friend Ted. Okay. 我刚刚还想说 Oh my god, what a coincidence. 你竟然能在抖音上刷到我 Yeah, but yeah, welcome Ted. Welcome. 欢迎大家 welcome. Oh, you love me? Thank you so much. Thank you for loving me. I love you back because you're my friend. If you follow me, we're best friends. Obviously, I love my friends. I love my friends. I wish I can sing something, but I don't know what to sing. Speak very good English. Thank you so much. 老师发音很好听，很难懂. Yeah, I think a lot of people, they do have relatively thick accent. So that's why a lot of people tell me that, 我听外国人讲话的时候 it's a bit harder for me to understand. 我跟你们说为什么？不是因为你们的听力差的，有的时候真的是因为他们的口音真的有点难听懂。如果在欧洲留过学的同学，欧洲留过学的宝子，你们就应该知道有那些意大利的老师真的挺难听懂的。It can be a bit harder for you to understand for sure. Welcome. Oh, thank you, 志浩. Macau taxi driver. Yeah, Macau. When I was in Macau, taxi driver. Oh, and it was the first time I ever tried I think the car is called Alpha Go, right? Alpha. Not really Alpha Go, Alpha. 阿尔法车. Oh, it's super comfortable. 我以前都不知道这种车这么舒服。我第一次坐那种，我不知道那个是不是叫 Alpha 车啊，反正就是那种车很舒服。 they usually take their VIP clients from like the airport to the casino, so that's why they have like super comfortable and quite luxurious car. Yeah, but when I was there, 就是我打到了那辆车，我觉得还挺舒服的，这是我第一次坐。埃尔法，是叫埃尔法。I always call it like Alpha. I don't really know what's it called. 但那个车特别的舒服 ，It's super comfortable. Like the seats is super soft. 就是我觉得我以前坐车都没有这种感觉的。我能理解哈，有钱人的世界确实挺快乐哈，咱就是说，就是很舒服，坐在车上都挺舒服的。But anyway, yeah, I've only been to Macau once because I have a classmate, actually one of my alumni. She is from Macau, so that's why I went there to visit her. Yeah. How much do you spend in, what do you mean, casino? Oh no, I don't gamble. I actually don't. 0 time. No. 0 second. Yeah, I stayed in, I think the hotel is called Parisian. It was really nice. I do recommend people to go to that hotel. I received like great service. The concierge was super friendly. I remember I had to like print something and then the concierge actually lead me to that place. It's a kind of service I never get. Yeah. But yeah, it's a great hotel. I love it. I love my stay in Macau. I also been to Las Vegas before actually when I was younger. When I was in Canada, because we traveled to the States pretty often and Vegas wasn't that far away. So I went there. But then because I was under 21, so I didn't do anything there. We went sightseeing and yeah, we went to some different hotels because the hotels are amazing there. It's pretty gorgeous. 好的，服务都没得说。Yeah, but I didn't do anything like that. Welcome. 欢迎大家。If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions I guess might have. I'm gonna drink some water now. Thank you so much. 欢迎大家。沙漠中的绿洲 yeah. They're like desert all around. But then, yeah, it's pretty nice, especially at night. 夜景是很不错. I like the night view. Exciting. Yeah, if you kept like traveling around, you'll feel super excited. Right now, like especially for this month, I'm super busy. Like I can't go out. Yeah, I just stay at home because usually I want to do this live stream at home. Usually, for example, today's Tuesday night, right? But usually on Wednesday night or like Friday night, I usually go out. But ever since I started to do live stream, I don't go out at night that often because I feel like it would be a bit weird if I hold my phone and start talking English. Even in Shanghai, this is like a weird thing. And then sometimes when I get excited, like my voice would be higher, and then I raise my voice, and then it's a bit louder. And if I'm being too loud in the public place, I feel embarrassed. I'm pretty shy in that case. I don't want to disturb others, so that's why I decided to do it at home. Yeah. 意大利的口音比起菲律宾口音还是很多。Oh, really? 我不知道I don't really know many Filipinos. I guess I only know one Filipino. I know her personally. She was in the same ESL class as me when we were in high school. But later on, she actually only stayed in our school for like half a year, and then she went to like America. I'm gonna tell you guys the reason why she only stayed there for like half a year. She wasn't really like a good friend of mine. However, I did want to help her a lot because when she first came to our high school, she was bullied by a lot of white girls, actually. Like high school in Canada or in North America or in like Western countries, they're pretty brutal, these teenagers. 大家应该听过那些 teenager 挺 mean 的，对不对？然后我那个同学 we were in the same ESL class because English is our second language, and then she also had to go to like an ESL class, and we met there. 然后她就被 bullied. It was super sad. It wasn't like she wasn't hurt, 但是就是 mentally, a lot of people were isolating her in other classes, but in the ESL class, obviously we treat her like very friendly. We were really friendly to her, but then I feel really bad for her, and she only stayed at our school for like half a year, and then she transferred to, I think, an American like high school later, because I saw her like posting stuff on Facebook. Yeah. 对吧？是不是？ It's like, I don't know, it's so sad though. It's so sad. It's like a great high school. 我刚刚说了，我的高中是个特别好的高中，是安省排名前3那种高中。But still, there's like things like bully. It's heartbreaking. 就是我们当时小，可能都没有那么觉得。But now I'm like a grown up. I feel painful. Yeah. 连线，宝宝，我们一般是9点半之后连线啊，我们会连半个小时。对。No, not everyone get bullied. No. It just yeah, but it did happen to a lot of people, so it's really sad. And I remember when I watch a lot of like talk shows, for example, do you guys know a guy called James Corden? James Gordon. I think Gordon, right? James Gordon. I think that's his name. He's pretty. I wouldn't say fat, but he's a little overweight. And he was sharing with the audience how he was bullied back when he was in high school. So that's really, really sad. And a lot of like TV and even Lady Gaga, she shared her like story as well. And it was like not very common, but it did happen in high school. So a lot of parents were asking me, oh, should I send my kids abroad like when they were in high school, just like what you did? I'm like, maybe you can like think about it again. It really depends on where you send your kids to. Sometimes it's teenagers, they're really difficult. It's hard to say. But I was really lucky. I think the people who I hang out with are pretty friendly, and nobody really did anything bad to me. But yeah, it did happen, with the bully stuff. 多伦多的 QS 排名不是特别的高，你如何评价？多伦多多大的 QS 排名已经不错了。I think it's like top 30, right? Top 30还不高吗？还不高吗？你希望它是 top 1吗？它绝对不是 top 1哈，咱也确实不能冲第一哈 ，sorry， 我们学校确实也没到那么厉害哈，但是 top 30。特别印象的 racist 我真没有，我跟你说 maybe it's because I'm really lucky, like all the people I met are super friendly to me, 大家对我都很好。 I never met anyone who's like racist or anything, not in Australia, not in Canada. But there are some people who are not that friendly, I guess. Yeah, but they're not racist. Yeah, but they're not racist. They're not doing anything bad to me. But I did hear stories, right? So yeah, I do think that it's really important that you know how to protect yourself. Right? Even if you're a guy, yeah, it's still very important. Do know, your rights. 要知道自己的权利和义务，这个事情很重要。And obviously, don't be a coward. 就是如果遇到了什么，也不要 be a coward. Okay? You should be brave. You should be brave and seek for help. 要找帮助 This is very important. If you're at school, obviously you can tell your teacher or your guidance counselor, right? Let them know, and then they will be able to give you better help, right? For sure. But yeah, it can be pretty tough if you live on your own, if you study abroad at a young age. 如果你很小出国的话，我说实话 these are the kind of things, I didn't really talk about these kind of things in my channel, but today since we're talking about that, I just feel like it's really important that you protect yourself. Yeah, 就是真的是有的时候 especially I don't Canada is safer, but I guess like in America you do have to be quite cautious. Yeah, you need to be careful. 长得人畜无害我们 yeah okay, most importantly 德语说的真好，我真的会说德语吗？谢谢你哦你真的很高级黑哦我德语说的真好，我都不知道我会说德语。Oh, you're in California, 天乐 welcome. Yeah, that's yeah, I feel like I don't know, I'm pretty lucky, but I did hear some stories that was like heartbreaking. Yeah, welcome 欢迎大家，我先喝口水哈。If you guys have any question, feel free to type down below. More than happy to answer the questions that you guys have. With practice it'll get better, because at school you do have to say a lot of things, otherwise, right, you can't really get the things you want, and then you can't get good grades. For example, if you do a presentation and you don't want to talk, then how are you gonna show the teacher that you did all the amazing work, right? I feel a lot of times like compared to Indians, I think we're too quiet, you know what I'm saying? Like they're very loud, they're always bragging about the things they did, but however they might only have done like 2 or 3 things. You've done a bunch of them, like a list of them. Then a lot of like Chinese people are like, 我不想说我做了这么多事情, but you have to. That's why I think it's really important that you express, you say things, express your opinions and thoughts. Let people know how smart you are, 不要总是这么 modest 跟 humble 嘛，对不对？ When it's your time to shine, you shine, 你就是该你发光的时候你就发光，该你发热的时候你就发热，对吧？ Let those people know that you're actually amazing. Yeah, I think that's really important. 我说下 exactly. If you're in California, if you're abroad, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, like a lot of I wouldn't say Indians in general, but all the people that I met, I feel like they're pretty good at flexing. Anything, 就是任何东西他们都可以讲出一堆花的感觉 even though they might done like this little, this much, and then they were like, oh, I've done this and that, they can actually elaborate. Yeah, they're very talkative. 你已经回来了 Oh, you're exchanging there. Oh, you're exchange student there. Okay, perfect. That's really good. Welcome. 欢迎大家。If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. It is like to be singing and oh yeah, they really enjoy singing and dancing. I actually have a friend who went to India, and then obviously he was with a group of people. It's like group traveling, but then he was telling me that this is a really interesting country. Yeah, it's very different. It's very different from our country for sure. Yeah. But again, welcome. If you guys have any question related to school, related to life abroad, related to English learning, you guys can all ask me. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys have. And make sure you give me a follow, okay? Follow me, and then I'm super grateful if you follow me. And again, 如果大家是我before I hit like 10,000 and you become my follower, you are my best friend. 你在互联网上最好的朋友就是我啦。If you have any question, you can always ask me for help. 我一定会帮助你的。Obviously, 我能力之内的啊。已经 follow, thank you so much. Yeah, it's 你知道就没有什么词可以形容。It's like interesting. It's an interesting place. 只考了30，多少分满分呢？考研英语有啥建议？我没有考过考研英语，但是 I did heard like a lot of gossip or dramatic things related to 考研英语圈, right? A lot of like teachers, right? They're like, they have a lot of drama going on. Yeah. They're just like, I don't know. I never take like 考研英语 before, but I did know there's like the famous like teacher who took like IELTS and show people that his English is actually really good, you know. I'm not gonna mention his name. He's pretty interesting. Yeah, 他还挺有趣的. And he took a lot of like IELTS tests, right? Many times. And then he showed like people his grade like in his live stream room. Yeah. That's what he did. 多刷题 Yeah, I guess so. I feel like with 考研英语 it's really important that you know how to read. 阅读很重要尤其是精读 that's pretty important. 欢迎大家 welcome. If you guys have any question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys might have. Yes, 是的 That's something I remembered as well. I remember somebody told me that as well. If you're really good at doing like the reading questions, you'll be able to get a good grade in your 考研 test for sure. I just feel like it's in terms of 考研 reading, okay, I think it's very similar to IELTS reading. It's just that it's a lot easier. Not a lot easier, it's relatively easier than IELTS reading. But IELTS reading isn't that hard compared to TOEFL reading, I think. In my point of view, okay. I didn't really I saw some of the TOEFL reading, yeah. But then yeah, in terms of reading, I don't really have so many great advice for you guys, but I guess be able to paraphrase is very important, and know how to underline the keywords, know how to locate the keywords in the passage, and then you might be able to locate the answer for sure. Yeah. 在抖音上很多英语博主你是能留得住人的没啥火力什么 Oh, because I don't have to go to work. Yay. I don't have to go to work. I don't work for anyone. I don't sign any contract with anyone. Hello, girl. Hello, welcome. Welcome. 好好看就能听懂了 Yes, you'll get a better understanding of what it is. 大家给主播点点赞，谢谢。我虽然没有这个中控帮我 but everyone else, you guys are super friendly. Thank you so much. 给老师点点关注，点点赞好不好 Yeah, I'm really happy every day because yeah, life is great. There's nothing I could complain. Yeah. Yeah, again, even when I was working, you know, what my trick is that I'm pretty happy and I go to work every day. I don't feel super sad or I don't feel like it's another bad day, you know, because I don't commute. 我不知道大家能不能理解这个点，这是我给所有学生的建议。If you ever have to work, do not commute. 大家能理解吗 Do not commute. Commute will ruin everything, honestly. 就是我真的很讨厌通勤，我上学的时候也不通勤，然后我上班更不通勤。If I have to go to work, if I have to go to office, I do not commute. Okay, if you can, 我宁愿花多一点点的钱去 rent a place, okay? 我不喜欢 commute. If you commute and then you still have to work for 8 or 10 hours in a day, obviously you feel exhausted. You know, even though you feel like, 可是我在路上也可以休息啊 It's not. If there are like so many people and then you're standing there all the time, you won't feel happy. 真的，大家千万，我从来不 commute. I never do that. 真的很讨厌通勤。通勤这个东西，离开中国，这个通勤真的很累，Oh, you want to resign? Oh, 我没有建议你辞职哈 I'm just saying that 就是 通勤真的很累 for all my students because I teach a lot of international students, right? I was like 你们知道吗？如果 if you guys work in a different place other than your hometown, try not to commute. It will kill your passion for sure. Even you're like super passionate about the job and then you have to commute for like an hour or 2 hours to work. It's gonna ruin everything. Yeah, it's gonna ruin everything. Can you speak Chinese? Yes, 可以。你不觉得累？那你真的很棒，星星子，我要给你点赞。那我是特别懒的那种人，我跟大家讲，就是我学英语也巨懒，我就是一个特懒的人，所以让我通勤，然后让我干活，我会觉得天哪 ，That's the end of the world， 我的世界可能要不行了，我不能这样。但是如果你能的话，我觉得你很棒，Amazing， 我要给你点赞，Yeah, rent a place. Yeah, 50分钟 that's like so far away. 开车通勤 Yeah, so when I actually got my driver's license when I was 16. 我16岁的时候拿的驾照 Yeah, even though I can't really drive here in China because I don't have driver's license here. Yeah, I got my driver's license. I got my G1 when I was 16, and then when I was 17, I got my G2, and then yeah, I used to drive when I was in high school. Yeah, only for a while. I didn't drive like all the time. 我在高中的时候是会开车上学的，因为 because I live in Canada, right? Actually it's not that far away from like where I lived, but then yeah, everybody like not everyone, but a lot of people did drive when they were in high school. 老堵车 Yeah, traffic jam for sure. Commute Yeah, 9年then you're amazing. 就是我觉得我太懒了，所以就是对于特别勤奋、特别认真、特别棒的星星子，可能你很 OK， 但就是我会特别推荐我的学生，如果你跟我一样有点小懒的话哈，那就少通勤。like 30 minutes 之内我可能可以接受 Yeah, but if it's over 30 minutes, honestly, like 救命啊 I can't. Yeah, 国外工作加班吗？I did part-time in Canada. I did part-time in Canada. Obviously, I didn't have to work overtime. 因为我 work 的每一秒钟他都得 pay me, right? Because it's like you get hourly rate, right? But then I think generally they don't work overtime. Maybe a little bit for a certain occupation, but generally they don't work overtime for sure. Yeah. 通勤很难30分钟还没离开我的 bedroom. I know. So especially if you live in Shanghai or Beijing. I feel like Shanghai is better than Beijing actually. I live in Shanghai. So I know a lot of my friends, if they have to commute, it's within 30 minutes. And then, but in Beijing is too big, honestly. I remember last time I was in Beijing, because I'm a speaking examiner, right? Sometimes I go to Beijing, the test center is in Beijing. I just remember I had to like go from downtown to the test center. It took me about an hour and it was like a weekend. But however, like it was full of people on the subway. I thought, like for one moment I thought it was like a weekday. 我真的以为是个周中。But then it was a weekend. 我当时就觉得哇，这难道就是北京吗？太可怕了。我们直播間有沒有在北京的？我真的覺得太可怕了。就是周末的時候全是人。我當時有1秒鐘 for 1 second I actually doubted is it weekend or weekday. It was pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah. 真的，因為 cause like if it's part time, like every second you have to pay you, right? Cause it's part time. Yeah, 就是他们可能不是很喜歡 rat race, I guess, and they don't have to, because they have to do OT, right? If they OT, they have to pay you. 他们可能也不想，没有这个钱。你直播間是教英語嗎？ Yeah, I'm trying to create an English environment for you guys. So remember to follow me. 大家給老師點關注、點讚好不好 ？Thank you so much. 老闆下班整理免費大家 Yeah. 你們知道，就是我剛一畢業的時候，不是在大廠工作嘛？然後呢 and then 我的 supervisor, 我的那個領導就跟我說 ，Gloria, 你知道什麼叫彈性工作嗎？我說我不知道誒。他說你知道彈簧這個東西吧？彈簧叫 spring, right? 他說它只能往上升，對不對？基本上它不會往下這樣摁它，都會這樣拉，對不對？所以彈性工作呢，就是說會往上這樣拉伸。所以she was telling me, okay, do expect some like working overtime. But my supervisor is super amazing. 我跟你講，我真的是個超級幸運的人，因為我的領導超級好，我的 supervisor in Shanghai. I know she's definitely not watching, 但我還是想誇誇她，我喜歡背後誇人，她真的很好。Because I really enjoy watching talk show, right? In Shanghai, there are like tons of talk shows you can go to. And then I remember there was one held by 效果 at the time. And then I really wanted to go. I bought the ticket. It was 我加錢買的 right? And then but that day I didn't finish my PowerPoint slides. 然後我的領導說我幫你做完。And then I went to the talk show. Yeah, I went there. 因為他跟我說，哎呀，你去吧，我知道你要去看表演。天哪，我跟你們講，真的。 真的太好了 So she was like really nice even though I worked in 大厂 you know but she was really nice So my time working for these different kind of companies is pretty good as well and I don't commute 所以整体就是真的不错 Yeah记得买东西谢谢回去I did ask her out and we had like lunch and dinner all the time but then yeah 我没有买东西给她 and then when she got married you know I didn't go to her wedding right but she remembered to bring me gifts so she's really really friendly and we're still like really good friends 我觉得这种好领导我不知道大家有没有遇到过 Have you guys ever met like a good supervisor I think my supervisor is amazing 他真的很好真的很绝我经常在背后夸他，他反正是不太知道的。But I do that all the time. Yeah. 思琪 Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I feel like, I don't know. I did enjoy working with them. Yeah. If I meet like really awesome people, I would want to go to work every single day. 就像大家上班想找搭子一样，对不对？如果很好搭子，你会觉得 Oh my God, I want to see her every day or I want to see him every day, right? I want to go to work maybe. And again, my suggestion 真的，大家少通勤。如果30分钟以内，真的会幸福很多。就是我不是说对吧？你要有很多的这个东西，但有的时候我会愿意去 sacrifice 一下这个，来去 live closer to the office. Yeah. 外国人的婚礼他是中国人 My supervisor in China Yeah 发音好听谢谢 Church wedding 没有没有I think a lot of my friends are single 我的很多朋友都是单身所以 I didn't really go to a lot of weddings but when my cousin got married I did went to her wedding but it's like in China so it's a bit different yeah I know she's not my boss she's like my supervisor and then yeah she's amazing you just have to I don't know like I guess it's good energy attracts good energy. It's like law of attraction. I always believe in that. If you're a good person, attract good person. Yeah. You will be able to find like you're a good boss as well for sure if you're like a really amazing person. Yeah. 大场做什么? I was like a 主讲. Super what? Can you type? Super what? I don't remember what I said. 我不知道我刚刚讲了什么。Welcome. 欢迎大家。If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. 欢迎大家给老师点点关注，点点赞赞，好不好？ Thank you so much. I'm so happy today that I get to see you guys. Because yesterday was super slow. Nobody wanted to talk to me, you know. Yesterday, nobody wanted to talk to me. And I was like, maybe it's because Monday, you know. Nobody wants to talk on Mondays. But today is like different. You guys want to talk to me. I feel so blessed and lucky. Thank you so much for talking to me. Yeah, supervisor. Supervisor. I don't know. I guess a lot of people still want to be single nowadays. Yeah, birth rate. I don't know about the birth rate though, but I did feel like I don't know that I'm not sure because like 国外大家生很多孩子 right? It's a bit different. Yeah. Welcome. 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer the questions that you guys might have. Yeah. I didn't work in Canada for that long. It's just that when I was in Canada, I was doing my undergrad and then I did have some free time, so I decided to work for a little bit. I wasn't there I didn't try to work because of money, but it was mainly because I want to gain some work experience and I know that it will be valued anywhere, right? 在国外工作经验超级重要. It's extremely important. They don't really care too much about like what school you went to unless it's like you want to work for a consulting firm. Because like for a consulting firm, they definitely have their target school. 大家知道吗? Target school. 他们的目标学校. If your school is not their target school and you want to go to, for example, Mackenzie, it would be nearly impossible. It would be really hard. Unless you're the kid of some kind of partner or their business partner. Maybe you can go in. But then, yeah. Other than that, they value work experience a lot. So that's why there's a really amazing school called Waterloo in Canada. They like people, if students go there for university, for undergrad, they have to use like 5 years to complete the training there because they had to work for like a year. And then they had this co-op program. Co-op program is basically a time that allows you to do internship. So that's why for a lot of Waterloo students, when they graduate, it would be relatively easier for them to find a job abroad. Even though a lot of people in China, you guys don't really know Waterloo, right? University of Waterloo. Have you guys ever heard of the university before? 有没有人听过这个学校？听过这个学校给老师敲个1。如果你听过，你真的很了不得，因为这个学校在国内真的没啥名气。University of Waterloo. Do you guys know the university? If you know the university, type 1. If you don't know the university, type 2. University of Waterloo. Waterloo. You guys probably know Waterloo, right? Waterloo 是很有名的滑铁卢，对不对？ You guys know the university? Probably you guys don't know, right? 滑铁卢大学超级好，真的很好 especially their math program. But a lot of people don't really know. And 如果他们在加拿大的话 and they want to work in Canada, they will be able to find amazing jobs. I have a cousin who went to Waterloo and then she works for she used to work for private banking. She used to work in private banking, and then she makes a lot of money. Yeah, and then she was able to find the job because she had this co-op program at Waterloo, and then she worked before she graduated. That's why when she graduated from university, she was able to find this kind of job, like really high-paying job in Canada. Yeah, so that's why she has to pay a lot of tax. Oh, not all my cousins. No, just her. Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, you do like work experience is valued anywhere, like everywhere. 就每个地方 work experience 都非常非常重要. So I do like my biggest suggestion for if you're a university student who's watching right now, my biggest advice for you is definitely try to do different kinds of internship. The reason why I say different kinds is because I think it's really important that you don't just gain work experience, but at the same time try to find out where your passion is and where your talent is. And for me, at my age, I kind of realized that if you do what you love, if you do what you're good at, find your talent and your passion, you combine those two things together, and then you will be able to find your career. You're definitely going to enjoy what you do. Yeah, and then you'll feel like I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. You feel like you're super energetic every day because you want to get the work done. You know what you're doing is really valuable, and you know what you're doing is something that you actually love. 付航之前，对吧？大家都知道付航那个 talk show 的那个小男演员。他一直讲 passion 这个词，对不对？ I just love this word. I love people who has passion, who's passionate about things, who's passionate about life. 我觉得有这个热情特别特别重要。And then you feel happy. You're happier generally because you look at the bright side of things because you're passionate. You know that, with everything there's bad side and a good side, and you look at the positive side, things will turn out to be great. Yeah. 就是有那种 mentality of like everything that happened benefits me. It's like 凡事所有的事发生都有利于我 and this kind of mentality will definitely motivate you to move forward for sure. Yeah, so that's something that I do want to share with all the university students who's watching right now. I hope this is really helpful. 作为一个过来人哈，老师比大家年纪大一点哈，所以呢 this is actually my advice for you guys. I think it's super important to find something you're truly passionate about. Because a lot of times like people are asking me, Gloria, 你是怎么选你的 major 的？因为我不是选了很多个 major 嘛，他们就说你为什么会选这么多？好奇怪哦。I was like 一点也不奇怪，我感兴趣什么我就学什么咯，对吧？ Anything you're interested in. 比如说我高中的时候我就对 biology, I was super fascinated by biology and the human body and all that. That's why I decided to study life science. And then later on, when I was in my undergrad, I did a lot of volunteer work, right? And then I met a lot of partners from consulting firms, consulting companies, and I realized what they do is so amazing. They build brands, right? They help the brands grow, and I got really interested in that. And that's why I started to like study commerce. I studied like business for a master's program. It's all related to something that you're interested in. And a lot of people are like, but it has nothing to do with what you learned, like what you're doing right now. But I'm like, no, you're wrong, because what I learned at school actually is very helpful for what I'm doing right now. For example, some of the basic things I learned from my undergrad is like critical thinking. Be able to think critically. Don't just follow people. You actually think on your own, on what you are good at and where your passion is. To think critically. And when people say things to you, don't be like, 你说的是对的. You don't just be a follower, right? You can be a leader. Yeah. So I think, what I learned actually is really helpful. So it's not just like the courses you took, but also like the fundamental stuff that's really helpful. I think that's one of the purpose at least for university education. Yeah, 这个就是我觉得的。所以 I think find something you're really interested in. That's really important. 欢迎大家给老师点点关注，点点赞赞 ，Thank you so much, and it's my pleasure to meet you guys。没有剧本，你讲这么多话，没有剧本，我就是话很多 ，sorry。谢谢你的灯牌 ，Yeah, I'm really talkative because I'm extroverted。我看一下大家回的什么啊？太难了啊！躺平。Oh, I love passion fruit as well。我也超级爱百香果，而且我跟你讲，我可以生吃百香果，就是我可以就是这样 cut it in half, and then I use a spoon and eat it directly. I know it's very sour, but I can take the sourness for sure.Welcome. 滑铁卢在排名很前嘛 ，Waterloo 对吧 ？Waterloo 排名就还好 ，in terms of like the QS ranking, but it's an amazing university. 它的数学特别好。讲慢一点。OK, I'm gonna slow down for a little bit. 另一个老师是吧？顿，我长得像谁 ？Cause the other day some guy actually told me I look like another teacher as well, and she actually sent me a screenshot. 长得一点都不像，我跟你们说，你们是有点脸盲，有的同学可能有点看一下啊，let's see，大多数人没有时间思考，Oh yeah， 所以要给自己抽出时间来思考，这个很重要，这个非常重要，it's very nice，long story. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the story. Yeah. It's not really a story. It's just like some random things I want to share with you guys. 请教怎么练口语吗 Oh, hey, 在 I think I've seen you for the first time. Welcome to my channel. Again, practice a lot. 你看我现在还是 practice every day because I try to create an environment for you guys. So I use this channel as a way to communicate with you guys, but also practice my English as well. So I practice every day. If you just get started, I think it's really important that you start shadowing people. Yeah. 顿哈哈哈哈哈，为什么有这么多哈哈哈哈？你也是有点脸盲是不是？你可以 send 我的 screenshot 吗 ？I want to know who you think I was. You know, I'm kind of curious. 我很好奇，你觉得我是谁？Welcome. 欢迎大家。If you guys have any questions, feel free to tap down below. I'm more than happy to answer the questions that you guys have. Okay. Good evening. Hello, 骑马跑了。Good evening. Do you know how to ride a horse? I actually don't. 我有很多朋友，就是 I have a friend. She has always went to like international school, right? And then I was asking her, hey, what do you like to do, right? When you were younger? 她跟我说 I really enjoy horse riding. 她喜欢骑马 you know, it's different. Yeah, 我想想，我的小时候可能喜欢玩泥巴哈，玩泥巴。没有很喜欢骑马，我好像从来没有骑过马，我有点害怕 ，yeah. But I enjoy like scuba diving， 潜水我是喜欢的 ，even though I can't really like swim really well. Talking about Canadian culture, yeah. 你为什么说话？为什么你说话没有很单词、很长的句子，却能表达很 like Trump？ like Trump. I like that comment. Thank you for the comment. Because I'm just talking about simple stuff, right? It's daily conversation. Why do I have to like say things that are super complicated? 他不是欧洲人，宝宝，他是我们中国香港人。My friend from Hong Kong, yeah. 就是好搞笑，居然有人说我像 Trump， 太逗了，你真的太逗了，你真的太逗了。But I kind of know what you're saying, right? He used like really simple words and like this gesture, you know, using his hand, big hand, you know. But I can't do like impression of him. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I understand. Yeah. Do you guys realize 王东伟 isn't here tonight? 我的老粉们，你们有没有发现王东伟今天没有来 ？What happened? 这个引流是正常的吗？这个流量是正常的吗？为什么王东伟今天没有来？还是我 miss 了王东伟？我的黑子，我直播间的常来的黑子 ，Where's 王东伟 ？Tremendous, so big. I think he's really funny, actually. Yeah. 大家有没有意识到我直播间的黑子没来？王东伟今天没有来 ？What happened? Where's 王东伟？我的黑子哪里去了？哎呀，可能认错了，跟你一样认错了。So that's why he's not here today, right? That's why he's not here today. I feel so sad. Where's it? Where's 王东伟 Right? Welcome. Again, if you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. I'm so happy today because I get to see you guys. Hey, Wallace. Thank you so much. Every time Wallace comes here, he will give me little like red heart. Thank you so much, Wallace. It's nice to meet you again. Yeah. Hater or troll, right? He has disappeared. I know, right? He disappeared. Maybe he went to other channels, right? Yeah, maybe he went to other channels. That's sad. He isn't like a professional hater, I guess. 因为他其实都没有讲 anything that's terrible. He's just like 他只是很在乎我的 double eyelid, 我的双眼皮. And I always like, 我会调侃他，我会说 It's like given by my mom 听得懂，讲不了那么厉害，咋解 Speak a lot, try to say things, okay? Try to speak as much as you can. See? 你看，老师这么一把年纪了，不是还天天在直播间锻炼吗？跟大家一起练习口语吗 ？Welcome, 欢迎大家。Because any question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys have. 汉语这个音译过来的吗 ？Okay, yeah. No problem. Okie dokie. Yeah. I'm just, I'm not that old. It's just like, because I teach a lot of kids and then like high school students, right? And I was like, 老师，真的，你到老师这个年纪的时候你就知道了 Welcome. 话痨吗 By the way, 话痨怎么说 Talkative, I'm really talkative. Yes, I'm extroverted. Yeah, 我平时也是很话痨的。所以我的朋友都是要听我一直唠叨的 yeah. But I'm not that loud, I'm pretty talkative. But then I share a lot of things with my friends, and then they share things back, That's why when I see like other amazing people, we can't stop talking. Yeah. 就是 I remember there was like one time, I talked with two other friends, and they were all super talkative as well. 他们也超级能讲，比我更能讲。我跟你说，这个话题真的一个接着一个。So many things we talked about, from our childhood to like university to like to our work to everything. And then like 我们是吃 brunch. We were having brunch in Shanghai, right? And then we started from like 11 a.m. And then I think we ended our conversation about like 5-ish, And then I directly went for dinner. 因为通常我周末会出去玩嘛。And then like 我中午可能跟朋友吃饭，然后晚上跟另一堆朋友吃饭。And then that day was kind of like that. It was super interesting because we talked a lot, like everything. Even though we do chat with each other like pretty often on WeChat, but then I'm not supposed to see that platform. But anyway, yeah, we do chat a lot. But when we meet with each other, it's different. We like to catch up. We grab coffee. Even though I don't drink coffee, I drink like mostly fruit tea. Yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty talkative. 我喜欢你直播间 Thank you so much. Yeah, that's why you follow me. That's why we are talking. Yeah. 你多大？老师说像我这么大。我多大？你猜一下我多大？你可以猜一下，所有人都可以猜。It's fine. You guys can guess how old I am. 谢谢君君，谢谢君君夸我好看。Yes, I am beautiful. Thank you. Sorry to say, dear Miss Teacher, see you. Hey, welcome. 欢迎你。If you guys have a question, feel free to ask me. 18非常聪明 You are smart. Again, welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to type down below, and I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys might have. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water now. Yeah. 不是聪明，是嘴甜。Also kind of smart. 就2个人猜我的年纪吗？大家不是很好奇吗？我跟你说，就是之前有人猜我的年纪 ，a lot of people try to guess my age. Nobody got it right. 没有人的是对的。Nobody got it right. Yeah, you guys can try as well. 还是不对。No one here got it right. No. None of these are right. Keep guessing. Let's play this game. None of you guys got it right. If you guys get it right, then I'll say one of the answers is right. I'm not going to reveal the answer. However, you guys will be able to know that it's within the range. 39? Wow, 那我真的是挺年轻的哈，咱就是说看起来挺年轻。目前2000词汇量能出国做业务员吗？宝啊，2000的话会稍微那个什么一点 conversation 可能会 OK. However, if you want to do business, then obviously you need to know some of the jargons as well. It's not just about how many like vocabulary you have, right? It's also about whether you can use these vocabulary actually start converse with people and start chatting or start talking, right? How many or what kind of things can you say? Are you able to speak fluently? This kind of things are pretty important if you want to actually work abroad or work with foreign clients for sure. 39的真的伤到我了哈，一口老血吐出来啊！39真的谢谢，39真的太夸张了啊！39谢谢啊！39的应该觉得我现在长得挺年轻的，4、5千就很吃力了哦。OK，welcome， 欢迎大家。If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. No, 你们都错了，你们都错了。那个猜一排的我说了哈 ，But you guys are wrong. I'm not 33. No, 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 no. You guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. Yeah, forever young. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love your outfit. Thank you. Yeah, this is just like a regular T-shirt. Yeah, 我在家穿的就比较 casual 一点。Yeah, I do like wearing like it's like a tight T-shirt. Yeah, tight T-shirt. I like this color. This is baby pink. I like pink, but I don't like hot pink. I like baby pink, baby blue, because it's light color. Are you married? 你们觉得呢？ Do you think I'm married? Do you think I'm married? 怎么 married 的人能有这样的精神状态吗？ I'm just kidding. 开玩笑的，开玩笑啊。居然有人觉得我 married, oh my god. 我不知道大家 Are you guys married? Are you guys married? Married 大家 type 1. If you're not married, type 2. Married, if you're married, type 1. If you're not married, type 2. I'm kind of curious. Oh, 大家都 married. Oh my god, you guys are married? Married, type 2. You're not married, type 1. Married, type 2. You're not married, type 1. Ooh, all of you guys are married? Oh my goodness. 没有 married, type 1. 没有 married, type 1. If you're single, if you're like seeing someone, type 1. If you're married, type 2. Yeah, a lot of people are single. Yeah, a lot of people are single. 我反了吗？是我讲错了吗？我忘了吗？我讲一讲自己忘了是不是？ See, a lot of people are single. Yeah, or a lot of people are not married. I'm not married. I'm not married. I got 3 kids. 为什么 Why 3 kids? I'm kind of curious. Why 3 kids? 没 married 都在玩，谁在学英语？ That's not true. That's not true. I'm sure there are a lot of single people out there who wants to improve their spoken English for sure. Yeah. Welcome. 欢迎大家。If you guys have any question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. 哦，是吗？这是一个梗 Really? I don't really know this meme or this thing. 这是什么梗 Can you explain to me? 志浩，我真的不知道是什么意思。Online kids. Okay, that works. Yeah, that works. Welcome. 欢迎大家。If you guys have any question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to answer all the questions that you guys have. 给老师点点赞好不好？也给老师点点 follow， 点点我们的小灯牌好不好？等一下志浩要来教我了，好不好？可不可以给老师点亮一下灯牌 I think that really helps with the traffic. And today, I think during lunchtime, somebody was saying traffic monetization. I'm not gonna do that now, but yeah, can you guys help me with that? And then I'm gonna maybe Douyin will see this is actually a good channel, and then more people can join us. We can chat together. 大家不觉得人多会比较好玩一点吗？对吧？那 we can talk together, we can have fun together, right? 你想学英语 Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all. If you have any question related to the course, just remember to follow me, and then you'll be able to find my contact information on the homepage, okay? On my homepage, you will be able to find my contact information. Look very closely. Or again, you guys can also join my chats, group chats, okay? I have 2. 有一个已经满了，另一个大家可以进。I think it's called零基础 or something. I named it. But yeah, you can join that group chat for sure. Welcome. 日语口音英语。Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I think that's a Japanese accent. I don't know. 我瞎说的。好的，给我投抖加，这个是怎么 I don't 给我投抖加，我不知道 I don't know how that works. 我知道投流，但是我不知道怎么给自己投抖加。You know what? I'm not preparing for an interview. Nervous. Oh, okay. You should practice then. You should practice. If you need one-on-one help, then you can find me. Yeah, 你可以点关注，你可以在主页找我。麦克当劳纳乐多是什么意思 ？McDonald? I love McDonald's. Yeah, I love eating McDonald's. I think I love McDonald's better than KFC in Canada, but not in China. In China, I think I like KFC better. Yeah, I like the fries. I always love the fries from McDonald's. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. McDonald's 的日文吗？我不知道哎。伦敦腔的英语为什么要伦敦腔？伦敦腔很好听吗？我自己也是更喜欢 American accent, because it's very very casual, you know, 很放松。就是你不觉得它是 up here? It's like relaxed, you know. Hey, 一西西 welcome. 欢迎大家. If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me on Tuesday night. It's always nice to chat with you guys. Always nice. 你想装啊？you're very honest. You're very blunt. Blunt 这个词大家可以学一下，就很直接，很直。I'm pretty blunt as well. 老师真的很喜欢很喜欢 casual. 真的，我很喜欢 casual. 我不喜欢特别 serious 的东西，太麻烦了。I'm pretty, I like casual stuff. I want to be able to relax. 大家放松一点，每天开心一点，不要那么 serious. Don't be too serious every day. Try to have fun, you know. Enjoy life. Try not to commute. That's my advice for a lot of my students. 伦敦腔 UK. 伦敦腔其实讲好听是很好听啦，只是我 I'm unable to do it. 我能力有限 I can't really do it. But yeah.It's pretty nice. Welcome. 大家给老师点点关注，点点赞赞好不好？所有在直播间的各位，这样子的话 maybe more people can join our conversation, okay? And we can have fun together. It's a lot of things that we can talk about. If more people join us, they'll have amazing questions and we can talk together. I'm gonna drink some water, okay? I'm gonna drink some water. 大家可以给老师点点赞赞吗？ Oh my god, 我才6000个赞 Oh my goodness. Can someone help me out? I only have like 6,000 like thumbs up. Can you guys help me out? Tap on the screen. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't speak Japanese. If I want to learn a third language, it will probably be Spanish or French. Yeah, I went to Spain and France last year. I really like the cities there. So yeah, I definitely want to learn language. Welcome. 大家可以给老师点点赞赞 Oh my god, I think I only have like 多少个赞我看看啊 Like less than 7,000 now. Thank you so much. Mexico. In Mexico they speak Spanish. A lot of countries speak Spanish. Yeah. When you go to Spain they speak Spanish. Mexico, and then Cuba, and then a lot of like Latin American countries, South America, right? They speak a lot of that. 你说个数点赞效果很好。谢谢，你们真的很懂抖音。2万好不好？2万可以吗？2万。20,000 我感觉现在很像拿一个那个锤子2万3万4万2万应该 OK 2万应该 OK Thank you so much If you guys have a question feel free to tap down below And今天有人让我卖书但是我跟你们讲我真的很喜欢这本书 Every time I pick up like Reading Explorer I just like it so much就是我每次因为这本书我其实还没有怎么翻完 But like, you know, with every story it's so interesting 我最喜欢是这一篇 The Hottest Chilies Because I really enjoy eating spicy food You know, this is like chili Different kinds of chili 不一样的那个辣椒小辣椒 Different kinds of chili The hottest chili 我不知道是从哪儿来的 You may have experienced a feeling Your mouth feel like it's on fire Your eyes start to water 这一段写得多好 guys你们有听见我刚刚说的吗 Your eyes start to water. You just ate one of the nature's hottest food, the chili pepper. It's so amazing. 2万都不用我出手，真的吗？2万这么简单吗？到现在也没有到2万啊，你该出手了。Welcome. 这个真的很有意思 Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys like to eat spicy food? 喜欢吃辣的，给老师敲个1好不好 If you enjoy eating spicy food, type 1. Yeah. 这个表达很好，虽然它是 foundation， 但我觉得就是喜欢吃辣，对不对 ？I'm gonna read this to you guys, okay? 睡前故事 I'm gonna read this to you guys. I actually like this passage. It's not very long, and the words aren't really difficult, but 它的描述就是非常非常好，准备好的。吹风，不要吹风这么表达。吹风表达是什么意思？什么叫吹风表达？是不是？你看。Good job, amazing. Because I repeat some of the stuff. Yeah, so yeah, amazing. Good job. I'm gonna read this to you guys, okay? The hottest chili. Hottest 不是说它最热，是说它最辣 ，OK？ 不是说它最 hot， 最美 ，OK？ 好，我要开始了啊。Are you guys ready? 大家也可以跟着老师一起哦。The title is The Hottest Chilies. You may have experienced the feeling. Your mouth feels like it's on fire. 下一次你吃到很辣的东西的时候，你就说 Oh my god, I feel like my mouth is on fire. 你看你阅读的时候是不是自己也可以学词 Oh my god, I feel like my mouth is on fire. 它着火了 It's on fire. 是不是 It's on fire. It's on fire. It's on fire. 可以 read after me. It's on fire. It's on fire. Your eyes start to water. 你眼眶里面都有水了。Your eyes start to water. 你们想不想跟着我一起读？ Do you guys want to repeat after me? Then that may help with your speaking part. 尤其是觉得我哑巴英语 can't really say things. 有没有人愿意跟着老师一起读一读？再听好，有没有人愿意说呢？有没有人愿意跟读一下呢？I said shadowing would be really good. 点了1000个赞哦 ，Thank you Albert, Thank you so much. 我再给大家读一会儿啊，因为今天10点之后我有学生要做口语测试，所以我等会儿10点就得那个啥，对。But now I wanna, yeah. If you guys wanna repeat after me, you guys can, okay? I really like the way they wrote it. So your eyes start to water. You just ate one of the nature's hottest food, the chili pepper. Chili peppers, also called chilies, are found in dishes around the world, okay? They are in dishes like Indian curries, Thai tom yum soup, and Mexican food. Chilies come from a plant. They're hot because they contain something called, I don't really know how to read that, but contain a substance. And this substance is very good for your health. 哦，大家知道吗？吃辣对你的健康很少。And it helps you breathe better. Really? It helps you breathe better. And it may even help you keep fit. That's really cool. 辣椒素，我不知道是不是辣椒素，因为我 I don't know this word. 我不知道这个单词。But yeah, it's a substance that they contain. Keep you fit. It makes you feel less hungry. 哦，你也不会那么饿，你也不会那么饿。It also makes your body burn more calories. 所以大家不知道能看见啊，我这里之前长了一颗痘。I had like a pimple here, right? And then when I was younger, when I had like pimple on my face, people always say, 哎呀，你是不是辣椒吃多了？哎呀 you can't blame chilies, okay? It's not chilies. 不是因为辣椒。You're allergic to pepper. Oh, that's really sad. I really love like spicy food, so I like pepper a lot for sure. Good evening. Hello, welcome. 欢迎大家。大家可不可以给老师点点关注，点点赞？ Thank you so much. Yeah, much appreciated. Thank you so much. I'll keep going. You can measure the heat of chilies in units. The world's hottest chili is Carolina Reaper. Oh, I don't really know. 它是一个最辣的一个辣椒，是这个叫 CR 的这个辣椒。Wow. Eating a hot chili can be painful. 因为大家知道，其实辣它不是一个味觉，你知道吧？我是学生物的，我要教大家一个东西。你们知道酸甜苦咸鲜怎么说吗？你们知道吗？你们知道鲜，对，是痛觉，是的，它是痛觉。你们知道鲜怎么说吗？你们可能都知道酸甜苦辣咸怎么说，对不对？那你们知道鲜怎么说吗？不是 fresh 是新鲜。他说的那种鲜是这种，比如说你吃个鱼啊，你觉得哎呦这个鱼鲜掉头了，这种感觉，那个鲜，这种鲜，你们知道这个怎么说吗？我教大家哈，这个酸甜苦咸鲜，对吧？这是我们的这个不同的那个 taste。这个鲜，我开始了啊，叫 umami。我不是在瞎说，真的叫 umami。I think this is like a Japanese word, umami. If I remember correctly, 这是我在生物 physiology 里面学的我在学生物的时候学过的umami. Yeah, you have sour, bitter, salty, sweet, and like umami. And spicy is like 它不是你的味觉umami. I think it's umami. I think so. Yeah, 你可以查一下是不是这个 spelling umami. You know, it's yummy. Yeah, not yummy, but it's umami. I think that's how you spell it. I think so. You guys can check it out. That's a word. 真的是 you 就是我刚刚你讲的 umami. 你看我是怎么拼出的单词，因为我也很久没有用这个单词了。但是 umami, umami, mommy, mami. umami， 你去查，不信你去查。我跟你说，我跟你讲，很多博主肯定不知道这个词的。为什么？因为我学生物的，可能生物的同学才知道。这 umami 呢 ？umami is the fifth basic taste， 是真的。你去问吧，真的，你去随便问 DeepSeek 或问什么 umami， 真的。Alongside sweet, sour, salty, and bitter， 这种是 basic taste. You know, spicy is not tasty. 因为 because I was reading a thing about like chilies, right? Yeah. So that's why eating a hot chili can be painful, but some people love to eat them, like me, right? So this woman from India is famous for eating chilies, really? She ate 51 hot peppers in just 2 minutes. Whoa, her mouth is on fire, right? 你看这个表达是不是很好？ Her mouth is on fire, right? Umami, yeah. I found eating chilies was a great way to stay healthy. Oh, okay. She thinks it's a great way to stay healthy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. There's something called, 魔鬼椒, ghost pepper, right? And it says it's the 3rd hottest chilies in the world. 世界第3. Yeah, 是个舶来词，是的。英语里面其实有很多舶来词的，这字是念舶吧，对吧？舶来词 umami， 真的，你们去查一下。我跟你讲，别的博主大概率是不会知道的，因为我是学生物的，所以我才知道。这个不在乎你的词汇量哈，这个就是因为你对某个东西，你对某个 area 比较了解，你可能才会知道。But yeah.Nothing to brag about， 只是顺便想到讲到吃，因为就是我说实话，我觉得我对什么东西比较 passionate 的，除了我现在做的事情 I'm really passionate， 第二个比较 passionate 就是吃了 I really enjoy eating food 就是我对于吃确实有一种非常执着的这个东西在里头哈。我能接受 spicy food， 我不能接受上海本帮菜 I have to tell you， 无锡的菜我也接受不来，因为太甜了 It's a bit too sweet honestly， 我尤其是无锡的啥都要放糖 I can't take it。 我们直播间有没有无锡人？无锡的水蜜桃我是很爱的，但是无锡的菜我确实吃不来一点 I just feel like it's too sweet， 真的。passion fruit yeah I like passion fruit。欢迎大家再给老师点一波赞，点一波关注好不好？没有给老师关注的 we'll be best friends， 我们是最好的朋友。为什么这样说呢？因为 before I hit 10,000 你们都是我的好朋友，我能记住大家的 ID 的，真的我的记性还不错，我记性确实还可以。I remember the other day when a guy was like connecting with me, I remember that he speaks 4 languages and then he's like mixed。You know, I remember all the details. He's like, oh, you remember? I'm like, yeah, I remember. I have a good memory. 我是真的记得。So yeah, you guys can be my best friends if you follow me now. Yeah. And welcome. Again, if you guys have a question related to the courses, obviously you can follow me and then you will be able to find my contact information on the homepage for sure. Okay? No problem at all. 哪里 mix 哪里? I think it's China mixed with like Turkey. Yeah. If I remember it right. I don't think he's here, but yeah, I think I'm right. 我觉得我记得是对的。没有人给老师点赞了吗？我来看看我现在到几个赞了。Let me see. 才12000，不是说好了2万很简单吗？ It's not that hard. It's not that easy, huh? I guess. But again, thank you so much. If you guys have any question, feel free to type down below. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. So we can still talk for a little bit. Yeah. And 可以给老师点赞，点关注吗？谢谢大家。And again, I need traffic. 我需要流量。抖音大哥，抖音algorithm. Hi, my name is Gloria. Do you mind giving me more traffic, please? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I want to grow this channel. I want to chat with more people. I want to be able to express thoughts and ideas and, you know, with different people. 抖音, please. Thank you so much. Traffic. I need traffic. 欢迎大家 welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. 需要一点口音吗？在外国交流 Oh, you don't have to. 还是玩游戏互动比较多 Yeah, that's true. But today, I feel like, yeah, I didn't feel like playing a game. But yeah, thank you for the advice. Maybe I'll play a game again tomorrow. There are a lot of people here who wanted to listen to me talk, but now like nobody wants to come. There are 28 people who are watching outside. Hey, those 28 people, I'm saying hi to you. 我不知道这有一种在看演唱会，然后有一群人在外面听的感觉。我觉得这个感觉还挺妙的，挺有意思的。欢迎大家 welcome. If you guys have a question, feel free to tap down below. I'm happy to answer the questions I guess might have. I will be pretty busy tonight. Again because I have like things to do. Yeah. Welcome. If you guys have any question, feel free to type down below. I have some friends who's like sending me pictures right now. But yeah, welcome. 只要听了可以了真的没所谓 Yeah. Welcome. 欢迎大家 If you guys have more questions, feel free to type down below. I'm gonna drink some water now. Yeah. My mom actually prepared me a kiwi and I didn't finish it. You gonna see this? This is my kiwi. I have the best mom in the world. 我妈妈是世界上最好的妈妈。Like, she's super caring. 就是她怕我直播的时候太渴，给我准备了很多水。And then she's like, you also need a lot of vitamin, you know. And then it's good for your health. And then 她会把猕猴桃什么都削好了给我吃。我妈妈给我吃那个 date， 你们知道 date 吗？枣，她都把皮给我削了。I have the best mom ever, you know, in the world. 奇异果是黄色。Oh, I really like this. 因为我们家吃 kiwi 吃的特别多。这个应该是from New Zealand, I think. This is super sweet. 有点齁的慌，甜的，真的特別甜。It's actually really good. Sorry, 我突然开始吃东西了，因为我感觉没有人想跟我聊天，有点尴尬。I'm a little embarrassed. Kiwi 还有红的吗？ There's red kiwi? 是我知识不够吗？我没有见过 red kiwi, but I know like dragon fruit. 它有红的。我等一下去搜一下，还有我没有吃过的。有红心的 kiwi, that's new information to me. 你看吧，我就说吧，聊天能聊出知识来吧。谢谢 ，Thank you. I'll search it up in a little bit. 怪不得我们志浩聪明。补充维 C 啊，补充什么是很好的。是吧？你就说在我直播间里学到东西吧，知道吧 ？Kiwi 还有红的啊，等一下去查查看。但是还记得我说的吗？要 critical thinking， 不是别人说有就有哦，我们要自己去 verify 哦。But thank you for the information. It's always nice to know something new. 准备10000粉了，真的吗 ？Thank you. 希望你们可以把我的直播间分享给别人，好不好？我们可以一起跟朋友一起聊天。我的朋友会经常来看我的直播，真的。就是我那些很优秀的朋友。刚刚有一个朋友来了，他叫思康，然后呢，他是个时尚博主，他会来看我。search 也对，但是如果 if there's a picture and then it's not AI made, then obviously 我觉得我可以相信一下啊。红梨没有，红梨是什么？是梨的味道吗？还是有点特别的？Thank you, EJ. Thank you, EJ. 我超爱 EJ. 我跟 EJ 是 best friend. EJ is always here. Thank you so much, EJ. Welcome. 可不可以再给老师点点关注啊 ？Cause like nobody's coming anymore. Yeah, I'm just like eating, but yeah. I just wanna say thank you to my mom. 我妈应该在外面没听到。But yeah, I'm very thankful towards my mom. I like peaches and I like pear. 听别的都听不下去，但是就是能跟你的。Seven, thank you so much. Yeah, we can talk about anything because we're friends. 我们是朋友 we can talk about anything. Yeah. 但我的知识有限，所以I need the input of other people as well. I need the input from other people as well. Yeah. Ooh, I think it's gonna fall down. But yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this first. This is really good. I don't really eat kiwi when I live by myself, but my parents, they eat pretty much like 1 kiwi every single day because they think it's like a good fruit, right? It is actually really good. 黄金果, right? 奇异果. But when I live by myself, my mom will like buy me a box of like kiwi. 但我跟你讲，它真的坏得很快。所以就是 I don't eat kiwi by myself. Okay. It's hard. Okay. I see. 大家不喜欢听难的东西，是不是？刚才也没有很王东伟你来了 ，Finally. 王东伟 is here. Oh my goodness. 王东伟 you're finally here. You're finally here. 王东伟。大部分只能听懂句子。Okay. 好啊。那 next time I'm gonna talk in like simpler sentences. 其实还好 I don't know. Maybe people get tired. Yeah, 王东伟终于来了 Every day I'm like expecting him, you know. 如果他不来，我就会觉得 What happened? 你去哪个直播间黑别人了 冲着我来吧，冲着我来，至少能给我贡献2条评论哈。Hey, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Do I know you? Did you follow me? 没有，不是只是黑粉我记得比较牢，而是因为他每天都讲一样的话，他每天来都问我，哎呀，你的双眼皮怎么样？Are all the streamers hungry? No, I'm not hungry. I'm just a bit like thirsty. 大家 welcome. Hey, this is really sweet because my mom actually prepared for me. I want to finish it first. No, TJ 宝。You don't need to be talented to speak English. You can. You are super capable. 一点 talent 都不需要。Zero talent is required. 你看看外国人，任何人都可以说话。你不是中文讲的挺好吗？你中文能讲得好，英语为什么不行呢？中文是世界上最难的语言。It's the hardest language in the world, right? If you can speak Chinese, you can speak English. Because English is one of the simplest languages out there. Okay? 不需要天赋。Yeah, you need environment for sure. 对，这个应该是我爸妈很喜欢的那个什么黄金，反正是新西兰的，挺好吃的。我不卖这个哈，我不卖这个啊，我不是在卖东西啊，我只是真的单纯在吃。当过，但我觉得我在公司不是牛马。I did work for companies before， 还是教育大厂，但是我不是牛马。我可以直播带货。不是只吃进口水果。I'm at my parents' place， 我爸妈买的。我特别喜欢吃西瓜，我每天会吃半个西瓜，就是夏天的时候。Not every day, but like if I live on my own， 我确实经常吃西瓜。但是我如果是在直播，我不太敢吃西瓜 ，cause I have to pee, you know 。也不是管理层，但是 it's like。因为我比较会跟 HR 商量，我每次去的时候 I have to tell them, you know, I need like a relatively flexible kind of schedule. Not that flexible, 但是就不要管太严。And then also I tell my supervisor I don't work overtime. 如果这个不能做到，那我就不干了。That's what I do. Yeah. 先卖课，我的课还没出来 ，I'm working on it。但是1v1包括那个雅思的课我是有的 ，Yeah. If you guys are interested， 兴趣类的哈，不用花很多钱。如果不是因为要考试，不用花很多这个的。如果兴趣了，3位数就可以搞定了。因为之后其实你学了方法之后，自己去 immerse yourself in the language 就 OK 了，真的不用花特别多啊。Bye for now, bye for now. 喜欢西瓜 ，Really? But I think 我们中国西瓜很甜啊，我每天都吃中国西瓜。I love our watermelon. Yeah, yes. Welcome. 欢迎大家，再给老师点波赞好不好？我看一下有多少赞了。马上我得要 I have to go， 还没有到2万，兄弟们可不可以冲一把2万赞好不好？2万赞我就得下播了 ，because I actually have a student waiting for me。我有个学生在等我，谢谢姑娘 ，Thank you， 大家给老师点点关注，点点灯牌吧 ，Thank you so much。Watermelon， 你这个发音这方法真的很特别哈，我特麦伦太可爱了 ，Watermelon，I love watermelon。Passion fruit is my favorite as well. You know some passion fruit is actually not sour, it's pretty sweet. 下播2万那不点了。I don't speak like very good like dialect. 哎呦辣油啊，我喜欢辣油。点到手抽筋，Thank you so much, Thank you. 我现在看有多少个啊？看有多少个。我来看看17987，OK 17987 ，Thank you so much. Thank you. Online classes. I only do online classes. I have many online classes. Follow me. 有任何的课程问题可以点老师的关注，然后来问我 ，No problem at all。马上我要给我一个学生，我有2个学生，今天晚上给他们做口测。我有个学生跟我说，老师我社恐，我说没关系，老师还是很 nice 的啊。Your hand cramped, okay? Cramped 可以的。通常，比如说 ，if you're on a period, I know you're not a girl, but if you're a girl, you're on your period, and then you get cramp, you can say that as well. 英语多长时间能到我这种程度？很快，也没有那么慢，但也没有那么快。If you're a beginner, then obviously 3 to 6 months. 零基础的课可以学完，但那之后 you have to work a lot. 你看我在直播间讲的都是很 simple stuff, right? 因为平时聊天就是这种简单的话题。I just want to tell you guys, if you're just talking with someone, you don't need that many vocabulary. You can start speaking. You can be really fluent. 6个月很快是多快？3到6个月，真的3到6个月，不是你就很 fluent 了，3到6个月你就可以入门了，至少一般的场景你就可以张口说话了，绝对不是哑巴英语。The course I'm working on right now is actually helping you with your listening and speaking， 去听口的部分。Yeah， 什么时候才有课？宝宝，你可以先关注我，先进我那零基础的群，出来了我第一时间告诉大家。我正在疯狂的录，大概8月底，我有很多的 worksheet 给大家。我跟大家讲，我做这个课确实很用心，每一节课我都有 worksheet。你在比如说你上班通勤，或者是没事干的时候，你翻一翻都会很有用的。Cause there are like exercise for you, there are a lot of like sample answers, a lot of like a dialogue。日常对话真的，半年真的呀，日常对话真的没有那么多，真的，你说真的，谢谢 ，Thank you, yeah, English is a tool. I didn't study English, but you can do it too. 怎么也得1年，就是3到6个月入门嘛，对吧？入门，我觉得就是各种情境你肯定能会，包教包会，不叫包教包会吧，就是入门。因为昨天大家如果在我的直播间的话，我教那些大家肯定记得 ，A long time no see, let's grab coffee together， 是不是一定会了？就是这种情境下的，你现在见到朋友之后 ，you know exactly what to say, right? That's the kind of thing. 2万了 ，Thank you so much, Thank you. Round of applause for you guys. This is for you guys. Thank you so much for the guys who has give me a lot of thumbs up. Thank you so much. 谢谢。Thank you. 谢谢我们的父老乡亲们 ，Thank you so much. And the time is 10:03 right now. And thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Thank you so much. Again, if you have more specific questions, you can let me know. Message me, okay? And then I'll respond you back. But then right now, 我得要去找我的学生了，好不好？ Bye for now, guys. Bye for now. Nice talking to you guys. Good night. Have a good night. 大家晚安，拜拜。晚安，拜拜。Thank you.